Holy fucking shit. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Yes, sir. Okay. It has fucking started. The goddamn 100th podcast. That's fucking wild.
Cien.
What'd you say?
Cien. It's 100 in Espanol.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that. I haven't had to fucking say that word since fucking high school.
You gotta say it to people for the total for the shop.
Oh, yeah? You gotta talk to a bunch of Mexicans and shit. Blair, you broke your goddamn back.
My goddamn back.
Blair broke his goddamn back. Where were you driving? How did it happen?
It was a Nyack. It was a group ride. Had a guy turn in front of me without any signalage and fucking hit him and then hit a curb and rolled 3 or 4 times on the bike.
Damn.
Yeah.
What were you wearing? Like jeans and shit?
Yeah, I was in my padded jeans and then I think just a sweatshirt and boots.
Damn.
But yeah.
And then like the bike.
Totaled.
Really?
Fucking totaled. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it easy to total the bike?
I mean, doing that, yeah.
Oh my god.
Bike hurty.
That's wild. How was it? Like, what did it?
Was it good? Was it
obviously it sucks. Obviously it sucked and it hurt. But like, what did it feel like? Could you move and shit?
I blacked out for the actual like tumble itself, but when I was moving again, I tried getting up because I thought my shoulder was dislocated. Literally, I know it was broke, but
damn.
Fucking, I tried moving around and like my back was hurting. I could tell, but I didn't think anything of it.
Mm-hmm. You were up and walking?
No, I didn't get up.
Okay.
Everybody came around and told me to lay down.
Okay, yeah.
I was just pissed because my arm was hurting. And I had so
if your
much
neck's
adrenaline.
fucked up, then you're not even supposed to like move or nothing because you could kill yourself doing some shit like that. That's why they get the neck brace on and they're like, all right, we got to put this guy on the gurney thing. So you had to go through all that shit?
Yeah.
And then what did they give you in like the ambulance? Did they tell you?
Yeah, I got fentanyl.
Oh, that good. Hell yeah.
We're gonna hit you with Defend.
That's a wild drug. Even the small like microgram or whatever it is that they give you.
How did it feel?
It's probably awesome.
When it hit like your body, you can't feel anything. You just float.
That's
so
insane.
Weird. So weird. I went from like feeling pain and being adrenaline, choppy like with everything like that, to feeling nothing.
Bro, that's terrifying.
There talking to him, I was like, holy fuck.
Were you scared that you were dying?
No, but just it was so weird, just slowly feeling all of the pain lift off.
Yeah. No, like at any point during like the initial crash, you didn't feel like you were dying or nothing?
No,
the
I didn't
adrenaline
think
was probably going and shit, huh?
I didn't know how bad it was. Like I really just thought that I hit the curb and went down, and that was it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until I seen a video.
What did it look like? Do you have the video?
Yeah, I do. You fucking, that's a roll.
Pull it up. We gotta see this shit. That's insane, bro. I want a bike. You want a bike too, don't you?
I mean, kind of, but the more and more I hear these stories, I'm like, God damn.
Oh my god, Blair. Holy shit,
Yeah.
show chance.
Dude.
Oh my god, he's like, that's wild.
Yeah, so I'm with the bike for all those rolls.
Ooh. It's amazing that you're alive. You had to hold on?
I was holding on.
Yeah, you held on for like 3 flips, and then you're like, all right, fuck it.
Just out of like, yeah.
I
I just death gripped it and fucking went with it.
That's insane. That's a near-death experience, bro.
Fucking.
That's wild. Did you have any like revelations or reflections after it? Like,
My back hurty.
well, obviously, but like now is what I'm saying. Like, do you?
I mean, I spent a month and a half in a chair.
That's wild.
Basically,
No working out, no nothing.
No, I got up to piss. I still can't work out.
Damn. When can you start
2
working out
months.
again? Oh,
Hopefully Tuesday I'll get cleared for everything.
Okay.
But fucking the first month and a half-ish, I was in a chair. I got up to piss and shower. That was it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Holy shit.
Not fun.
No. That sounds terrifying.
No. It was not good.
I'd be fucking shitting my pants. That's why I don't get on them. They fucking scare the shit out of me.
So much fun, though.
They are.
One next year, I know I am.
Are ya?
Yeah. for
Hell
sure.
yeah. So, some dumbass just pulled out in front of you?
We were all riding in a group, and there was a miscommunication.
Oh.
Is the easiest way to put it.
Okay.
they were stopping, and I didn't have any intention of stopping because I didn't know we were stopping.
Careful.
Oh,
That was loud as fuck, yeah.
No harm,
No, you're good.
foul. It is what it is.
I just heard like, boom.
I forgot about that.
Fuck. That's insane, bro. So it was just an accident.
Yeah.
Shit just went wrong.
Yeah. Nobody's fault in particular, I guess.
Okay. That's amazing that you're here, bro. That could have been your end. That's wild. A little bit after Alan too. That could have been like.
Oh shit.
That's wild, man. I'm glad you're here.
Crashes this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else has crashed?
Taven.
Really?
Yeah.
Taven crashed.
He laid his bike down.
Oh my god.
And then one or two other people from our riding group.
Taven was in it?
Yeah, Taven's in the riding
Hell
group.
yeah. Do you know Taven?
No.
He's a pretty cool dude.
Alright.
You know some kids around here.
Yeah, not really.
What's on your mind, Cheese?
No, I'm just watching you guys go. I don't have anything to add. Yeah. I got the majority of his story. That's fucked up.
What do you think? It's fucked up.
Just played a lot of Xbox and
Yeah.
sat in a chair. Lost 15 pounds.
You're
Did it ever get rough? Did it ever get rough?
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah,
mentally?
I was miserable.
You're forced to
Yeah.
get depressed for like a month.
I'd be
I-
fucking depressed as shit if I had to sit for a month.
Yeah, I'm such a person where like I gotta keep moving, and to sit and fucking do nothing.
Your mind just goes insane.
Yeah,
You're like battling yourself within. You're like,
yeah. I mean, the doctors told me it was gonna be a mental battle more than it was a physical.
Mhm.
Because I had the meds and shit to help me through the pain and whatnot.
wow. So did the doctors do a good job at like helping you out and shit?
Yeah, they did pretty well. I think the brace was a little bit of a waste of time,
Okay.
especially for $2,500.
Damn.
That's how much those fucking things cost. For basically plastic that wraps around you.
Really?
Yeah.
Corset.
Yeah.
That's
Plastic and
wild.
a metal bar that connected to my clavicle that just kind of held me up, straight line.
Probably got
So wait.
posture now though.
It was right here and then
it's so fucked
it was
up.
right here and then down here.
Yeah, and then it was just like a big
Wow.
fucking.
It's
shit.
one of those whole big deals. That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
You Forrest Gumps.
Felt like
Yes.
it felt like my military vest back in the day, dude. Putting that shit on. Just so bulky up here.
Yeah, shit.
Did anybody like hit you up after or anything?
Oh yeah, I had a whole bunch of people come visit me.
Good,
Which
good.
was good. I had a lot of support.
Yeah. I actually I thought you were good because you were sending me pictures and it looked like you were chilling.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he must have recovered and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I
for
think
the
I
most
asked you
part-
like one time. I was like, "Are you good? What happened?" And then
Yeah.
I was like, "All right." He's sending me pictures. He must be fine.
that's what I'm saying.
For the most part, I mean, I was okay. Like when I got home.
Mentally, it's got to be like a jarring experience.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like almost like a psychedelic. It shakes you out of your fucking world for a
Yeah.
second.
And it was just shitty timing too, because like I stopped working at Pritchard's in May.
I was gonna ask you about that. I
Yeah.
just didn't want to ask you out there
No,
because I'm
yeah.
like, it's like, where do you work now?
I'm not working anywhere.
Okay.
Currently. So that month and a half that I was, or from the accident shit, I haven't worked since then because I couldn't at the time. I still technically am not supposed to do a lot.
Mhm.
You quit Pritchard's and then the accident, or you got an accident? Oh, why'd you quit Pritchard's?
You were about to get another
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was shitty timing because shittier timing. My health insurance expired on the 1st,
Wow.
and that's the day of the accident.
God damn. So you had to
Yeah.
pay out of pocket?
Yeah.
How much?
All of this is paid out of pocket right now.
How much?
Right now it's like 4,800.
4,800, 48 grand?
4,800.
4,800.
Okay. Okay.
Not crazy by any means, but like
No,
That's kind of surprising that it's that cheap. Like, obviously, that's a
Yeah.
lot of money. Obviously, like, that'd be a lot for me.
half of it was the brace.
Oh.
Just the brace was $2,400.
You don't have to pay for the pharmaceuticals or none of that
yeah,
shit?
yeah. So you pay for all that.
So that's added. Is that added on?
Yeah.
So that's.
So out of that $4,800, $2,200 or $2,400 of it was the brace, and then the rest of it was ambulance. The day I was at the hospital,
X-ray.
X-rays that I've had, any follow-up appointments that I've had up to now,
All $4,800.
right around maybe a little bit more.
That's
Wow.
You're doing better than a lot. The American average for like.
That's what I'm
way
saying.
better.
That's like surprising to me.
That's fucked up because that's like a decent like down payment on anything.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that gives me like kind of good hope to like, cause everybody's bitching and moaning like, oh, I got fucked with all these health
Right.
bills and shit. Like, what are they doing?
I mean, it's not great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
My insurance paid $1,000.
Okay,
Just
so your
because-
insurance did cover some of it.
$1,000.
Okay.
So 50.
Nothing.
Yeah, probably $6,000 is what I have total for bills. 1,000 my insurance covered. Just because that's what their medical shit is for my bike policy.
Was the bike included?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got money for it?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
But, yeah.
Just thinking about that happening, like if I was in your situation, bro, that would be fucking terrifying. That's like scaring me. It's making me it's literally giving me the feeling of being scared. That's why I avoid like driving stupid and like I'm not a good driver, and I drive like shit sometimes, but I try to drive my best because I'm worried about it, just because like I don't want to hurt anybody else or hurt myself. I'm scared of that shit. I don't know why. I'm just not that type of person that wants to go. Well, I want to get to places fast, but ideally I want to teleport. Like, I don't want to have to. Or if, like, I want the cops off the road so Chance can drive me, like, 160 down the road. Yeah. And that's better than me
COVID
driving.
was peak time to do that.
Really?
Now it's gone. Yeah, COVID was awesome.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do you feel like the cops were, like, there was, like, less cops out during COVID?
Yes, and less traffic.
Yeah,
so in Milwaukee, there was, like, no cars on the interstate. So you're flying
less
everywhere.
people in general.
Yeah, and then you can tell if a car is coming by like miles down, and you could be like, all right, what does that look like? An Explorer, a Suburban? No.
Yeah, you're right. See, that's when me and Adam got. That's when me and Adam were driving around Mason City. That's when me and Adam were driving around Mason City, I'll say. And a lot of stuff happened during that time. And I thought that I would get in trouble with certain authorities a lot more, and it did not happen. And I was like, well, that was kind of surprising, because when I think back, like, driving around and smoking, like, I used to fucking smoke, I used to smoke and just fucking drive around and shit with a blunt in my mouth and shit, like, the cops didn't exist.
Right.
I was, like, stupid about it. And, like, I should have been in trouble a lot more, but I'm glad I wasn't. And that's my main point, I guess.
Yeah. You got lucky.
You got lucky too, didn't you?
We all got lucky, I think.
Yeah.
You barely got lucky.
You definitely got lucky. That's wild, bro.
You got lucky, but you got punished at the same time.
We all touched death a little bit.
I just tell people I got a few lives and just used a few of them up to now.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Chance too. We kind of fucking. That's what I was about to say. We touched death a little bit. Yeah. We're like, we went and talked to the Grim Reaper and then came back. Yeah. We're like, hey, what up, buddy?
Play rock paper scissors. And we just win every time. Just because you fucking.
God damn. Why the fuck do you guys think we did that? The fuck, like, obviously yours wasn't intentional, but like, I mean, like, you said you want to get a bike again, and it's fun and shit, but like,
because it's fun.
That's what I'm saying, but. I understand. I do understand. It's the same thing with alcohol for me.
Something with the brain.
Yeah. It's dopamine and shit.
Some people experience dopamine in a completely different level than others.
Well, I completely understand the fact that, like, I told Chance this. I think that everything we do, like alcohol, cigarettes, they can all be a means of escape, or you can use them to get into the present moment. Because everybody's trying to get away from their brain. But if you just sit right here, then you're fine. And I think that driving like super fast on a bike, you have to be super present, because you're sitting there. There's nothing on your sides. There's no protection. You got to be fucking solid. Like,
no
you gotta,
doors, no roof. Just gas.
200 pounds in gas.
What kind of bike would you get if you wanted to get a bike?
Probably a Gixxer or something.
A Gixxer?
Yeah. R6 or a Gixxer. Yeah.
What is that?
Gixxers are like the dedicated wheelie bikes for squids.
Yeah. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's just for like doing hood rat shit, basically.
Is it like a dirt bike? What does it look like?
It's like a bike you had, like a sports bike.
Okay.
A dirt bike would be dope though.
Oh my god!
I don't think you can ride them in town though.
Yeah, you can. There's a Supermoto at Honda right now for sale. It's a blue.
How much is it?
Like 4? 4 or 5?
Yeah, it's not. What is it? 450?
I think it's 6.
Oh,
650.
Okay, good. That'd be enough.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be pretty badass.
Drop dirt bike everywhere.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Dude. Oh, that'd be so fun.
Hop Plus, if it breaks, this guy works on Olafur City's fucking motorcycles.
Oh yeah, you're right. For alcohol.
Yeah, for like a 6-pack to like fix a motorcycle engine.
You give him a 6-pack, he'll fix your
you
shit.
Could probably,
you 6-pack in the park. We better say that.
Yeah.
I love small town people, you know.
Bro, he's a pretty good person.
Yeah, he seems genuine.
Yeah,
he came into the shop and I talked to him and I was like, also, you owe us for an oil change back in like November of last year. He's like, oh, all right. I was like, you want to pay for it? And he's like, sure. So I just had to.
Plus, his daughter's pretty cool. She waves at us all the time.
Oh yeah, she's got dope. I talked to him about the lights on her scooter. He was like, yeah, one night she was out in the middle of the fucking road and I couldn't see her and I was like, oh, this is not fucking good. So I put these giant ass lights on. And I was like, yeah, they're bright. Bro, she's got like an electric moped that's and he said the front brake's broken on that thing, so that's why she drags the rear all the time.
Oh my god.
But he's like, she just rips it around, I can't stop her. And my other kid is that's that loud ass moped that we have going by all the time. He's like, she like cut the muffler off of hers and I can't find it.
Who? His older
He's got
kid?
like 4 daughters or something.
What the fuck is this kid doing? That's an awesome child.
Welcome.
Let me just cut my muffler off real quick. Bro, the reason that his daughter waves at us and shit is because she would fly down that hill that over there, and she would just fucking boom, and then she'd pull on the brakes, and go
no front brakes, so she just ripped the rear tire on the gravel. So it was like,
and then you hear this tire smack on the ground, and we're like, did she fucking fall? And we're like, all right, nope, she's good.
You good?
Yeah. There was one night we heard a crash down here though, and then kind of come running, like we heard crying, and then crying like ran past us.
Yeah, that's true. She's like, Do you have siblings, right?
Yeah.
Kids are awesome, aren't they?
Some of them.
They're well, obviously some of them, but like just the way they think and shit is pretty interesting. Is what I mean.
I agree.
It's kind of like they think completely different from anything. It's kind of weird. Also, I want to tell you guys about a weird thought I had in my head.
About no.
When I was walking through the woods today, I had this thought because I was walking and I was looking at the ground and I kept seeing spiders walking across, right? And I almost stepped on a few of them and I'm like, oh, almost stepped on this guy, almost stepped on that guy. And then I was like thinking about the concept of giants in my head, right? Because I'm a giant. We're giants, bro.
I was like, how do you make that jump?
Yeah, because if you look at the grass, it's like a forest, basically. It's just a little forest. But to all those bugs in there, bro, they're like living and they're fucking just...
What's that game on you know, the one I'm talking about where you can like fight spiders and shit? You're like shrunk down little humans.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, that's the movie. There's a game.
Like Ant-Man?
No, that's the superhero.
What the hell are you talking about, boy?
Fuck you guys. Piece of shit. It's called Grounded.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you just shrink down?
You like survive in the fucking grass and shit.
Is that on Xbox or what?
It's on everything. Yes.
I've never played that game.
Go down, make bug friend, kill spiders.
Can you make out with them and like make bug children?
Grounded wolf spider.
Can you make bug children? Google it, please. Oh, fuck you. Google it.
Make bug children. Google's AI says yes, children can get stomach bugs. So.
Well,
not what we were asking.
All right, thank you for your
Google's
answer.
AI is not nearly horny enough for my ass.
Yeah, they need to reprogram that shit to be a lot hornier. That's hilarious, bruh. Yes, children can get stomach bugs. Thank you, Google.
Oh shit. So fucking the Trump assassination.
Bro, isn't that crazy?
Trump got shot.
Yeah. That is insane, boys.
I was
insane.
fucking working the day it happened.
Really?
I had seen somebody.
Where were you when Trump got shot?
It's kind of like 9/11.
I pulled it up on our restaurant.
I showed
really?
Yeah. I had to show my bosses I showed Kim and Craig at fucking work, and they were like, "What?"
I thought it was AI at first. I'm like, is this fake?
You're an iPad kid.
Bro, why wouldn't it be fake at first? And then I'm like, holy shit. And this man was literally inches. He fucking tilted his head. That's what saved this man.
Yeah.
That's
where a lot of the crazy shit comes from. You're like, damn, was that God? Or like, what was that?
Turned his head. Fucking clipped his ear. That would have fucking capped his ass.
Yeah, that's a wild.
Not just that, but a bullet. That was his right ear. A bullet went past his left ear too, because they got a picture of a bullet next to his the left side of his head.
Shit.
So he could have gotten shot from either side, the shooter just missed. It was pure luck or God or whatever you want to fucking call it. Just like your situation.
Well, and I'd seen a whole bunch of interviews of like ex-Navy SEALs and ex-snipers doing interviews on would they have missed that shot in that situation.
Like,
oh no.
Like it's 100 meters.
Yeah.
I'm hitting that. Yeah.
130, 150 meters.
Yeah.
That is a
300.
It was like 100 meters at most. It
100
wasn't that
yards
much.
is like that's like the far out targeted hunchback. That's this target. Yeah.
That's not that hard.
No.
It's very.
What I really appreciate about that moment was the fact that people were trying to say he did it for publicity and for politics and shit, but the fact that he stood up and there could have been many more shooters, 3, 4, name as many as you want. There could have been nobody knew what the fuck was going on, but this motherfucker chose to stood up and fucking said fight. Yes, and that is in that moment you don't have. Okay, so
I just kept thinking about the song I showed you for my dogs.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna live.
So an unknown character, my brother, you know him.
Yeah.
Yes. He told me in situations like that, because he used to do stupid shit when he was a kid, you have to be fully present. You can't second guess whether you're going to shoot at somebody or whether you're going to be what you're doing. If you're getting shot at, you can't second guess that. You have to be here. So you can't play for politics or publicity in that moment. You're getting fucking shot at. All the fucking thinking and all that shit's out the window. And the fact that this motherfucker stood up and was like, let's fucking fight, bro, that shows me that he's willing.
It took him a second to get it out the window because he got shot at. He was like, what the fuck was that? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then he got up and then he was like, oh, America, yeah.
Yeah, and he's willing to fight for this fucking country.
Did you see the head of the Secret Service finally resigned?
Yeah, she resigned a while ago.
Really?
After she got pressed really hard in Congress and didn't give any straight answers.
She was pressed.
She was
hard.
pressed so
The
hard.
lady was
Watch those
basically
fucking tapes.
the lady was basically like, these are yes or no questions. Do you understand?
Every single one.
Yeah, the first question was, these are yes or no questions. Do you understand? And she goes, I do.
Yeah.
Instead of yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then the rest of the question she answered just like that, where it wasn't a yes or no. She had to be forced into a corner.
Three separate people fucking basically interrogated her.
Yeah,
on
do you
the
see they
stand.
tracked 8 different FBI phones going to and from a place near the headquarters and the shooter's house?
Really?
Yeah, multiple times.
I was wondering,
2 weeks.
'cause I'd seen the Black
they
Rock
went to
shit.
they went to his house and his work 2 weeks before the shooting every day.
Damn. Yeah, I'd seen the Black Rock stuff, and I didn't know how much was actually connected to that.
I gotta imagine a lot. That's kind of the problem is BlackRock owns money.
Yeah.
So
What is BlackRock? Because I
it's
really have
a-
never heard of
it's
that
an
before
asset,
this.
asset management company, basically.
It's an investment
Yeah.
in pretty much
They
every
make
major
money.
stock that there is.
BlackRock, State Street. What's the other one? Vanguard.
Yeah, Vanguard.
They all own each other and own everything.
Yep.
They own Coke, Nestle.
And they're stock investing trading companies?
They own the
basically,
stock market.
Okay.
It's
They
these 3
control
companies.
ups and downs of every
They're like
major
monopolies, but not
company
really.
there is.
I had a feeling about that because I was trying to do stocks on Cash App, and the way it looked sometimes, the most I would gain is $2, $3 maybe. But and maybe I didn't leave it in long enough. Maybe I'm guilty for this, but it looked like it was being manipulated. I don't know anything about it, obviously, and I'm a fucking retard when it comes to stocks. But from my uneducated opinion, the way it was moving and shit, I did it at least throughout 3 weeks. I sold some and then I'd put more back in, and I just watch how it fluctuate and shit. And it looked like it was manipulated. Is that what you're saying? These guys manipulate?
That is kind of the stock market is manipulating.
You need to
this
talk
shit.
to Saba. Get his ass on here.
I want to.
He does.
He just
a lot.
doesn't
Saba
talk to
Domingo?
anybody really.
No.
He's really
He does the stock market's hard.
he's a cool ass
Salvador Domingo.
he's a cool ass Bosnian dude that we met in school, bro. He
a
speaks
while.
Bosnian, bro, and
Hell
he was
yeah.
a rapper.
Where's
Sabun Tričić.
Where's my phone?
what continent?
Zebler.
I don't know if I know what continent Bosnia is on.
It's in Europe.
I was like,
Yeah,
It's next to
European.
Slovakia.
Oh,
Bosnia, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's Eastern.
Hold up.
Eastern
All right,
Europe.
2 things I gotta show Chance Nielsen. Also, I just want to say this while we're in this
doxing me, bro.
While we're in this interlude, if you guys hear the fucking fans, it's hotter than dicks in here. So I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I
see wokey.
we always say that you guys hear shit and then you don't. So if I'm insane and retarded. So
Hear these nuts.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is right there.
Next to good friend Serbia.
See, and Austria, Slovakia, it's all
next
right there.
shithole Uzbekistan.
But Zebler is not copyrighted, so I can show you his music.
Right.
It's pretty good. Shit. Let's see if I can find it. You guys are extra quiet today.
I don't know what to talk about.
James, how's life?
It's going all right. How's yours? Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
We getting back.
Yeah,
you know,
we're
in the upcoming.
We're so back. We're so back.
We're so back. Getting back in the gym's gonna be ass though.
Yep.
Cable work for the first fucking month just to strengthen.
No stabilizer.
All right.
Muscles, yeah.
This is his song, Society. I haven't listened to his music in a while, so if it's not good, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the world is changing. Yeah, it's different now. People always fighting, arguing. I'm in a different crowd. I will be quiet. I will not be loud. Cause after I change the world, I will be proud. Follow in my footsteps and you will see that after I change the world, I'll be the legacy. Man, it seems like we got nothing to lose. Seeing kids do drugs and sipping on booze. Hearing about girls getting raped by older dudes.
Yeah, it's like a Chris
Discrimination of religions like
Yeah,
Muslims or Jews.
That's 6 years
And I'm
ago,
just
so that
tired.
makes sense. I was gonna say that better not be new.
He doesn't really make music much anymore. He's playing with the stock market.
Yeah.
That probably makes a whole lot.
Zebler on YouTube. Look him up. All right. Take these headphones. You boys talk. I'm going to grab me and Blair another drink and some water. You want some water or what?
Sure, I'm good.
All right, bet, brother.
So,
Like, do you want to get it freaky style, or like, what do you think?
baby girl.
I don't know. I'm not very good at this. Welcome to my quib. You see that thing? Ain't that funny? My girl got me that.
Yes.
Do you know Big Les? The YouTube series?
Yeah.
She got me a rolling tray, a grinder, and a joint holder.
Oh,
like
shit.
A whole Big Les, like sassy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It's awesome. She's awesome.
When you moving to fucking
Shout out to
Wisco?
Chance's girlfriend. He's got a cool
It's so
girlfriend.
loud.
My voice just cracked.
What'd you say?
So when you moving to Wisco then?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Go
Probably
for it.
next year. Our lease is up in May.
Okay.
You are?
I don't know.
You
Maybe.
moving?
Don't you want to?
Space.
Why didn't you talk to me about that?
I was just thinking about it because Emily brought it up to me recently too, and I was like, oh yeah, shit.
I can't leave Mason, man.
Cody, we'll find
Yeah,
a
you
place.
can. I left Monroe and
Let's
I left
find a place,
Milwaukee.
Cody.
I've already left 2 Masons. All right, you can leave and then come back, and it's way cooler when you come back.
That's how it is here.
That's not what I'm saying, you piece of shit.
Milwaukee has everything. This place has nothing. So when I go
Milwaukee.
to Mason, it's like a huge town.
Stay in Mason long enough though, it becomes
Listen,
nothing.
brother.
This cranker is retarded, bro.
We got a year to talk about this.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's why I didn't talk to you because I was just like, we got time.
But
I don't want to give him an
listen.
existential crisis right now.
Listen,
No,
Listen,
we have to
Linda.
move away from each other. I'm gonna still come see you.
you better, dude.
Well,
Oh, I'm
mobile
gone.
podcast.
Who else is gonna be like my little butt slave?
Well, we gotta have sex at least once a week. So.
Cody and I will have a podcast on the road coming to see you.
Oh, that'd be
Yes.
badass.
We'll
I'll bring Blair,
podcast
too.
while we get there.
Oh, that'd be so sweet.
That would be sick.
Oh, we get my girl on it too. We do a 4
Yes,
piece.
that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty fucking smart, bro.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably who I'd end up living with up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's doing
I mean,
school. She's
rightfully
doing
so.
school up there, so yeah,
Yeah.
might as well. It'd be good. It's more expensive, but
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Should be easier for you to find a job to a bigger city. Fucking.
if you put out 5 job applications, one of them is going to give you that job.
Yeah.
And there's so many places with like, I think like the job I got when I moved out for the first time, like out of my parents' house, I think I was making $22 already.
Okay.
So like, I mean, a paycheck was rent. You know.
Yeah.
It was like a $900 paycheck and $900 rent, but you know, still pretty solid.
Yeah, it's not bad though. I mean, still have $900 at the end of the month. So.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Are you done yet?
You got me. It takes
I'm running out of
2
fucking
seconds to
topics, dude. I don't know what else. You see the ZR1 came out? The C8?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
1,064 horsepower, top speed
Yeah.
of 215.
It's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the look.
Blair,
It's not bad.
Fucking God.
It's not bad. Don't get me wrong.
Don't you ever goddamn disrespect.
Hey, I don't hate on all Corvettes.
Pissing me off.
The C6, C6,
Okay.
Z06 is my
ZR1.
favorite. Yeah.
The ZR1 or the Z06?
I like the Z06.
Okay.
The
You're a humble
ZR1's
man. You're a humble
ZR1's
man.
not bad.
The ZR1's better, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're a humble man. C6 ZR1 is my favorite car.
I
of
would
all time.
love like a matte gray.
Really?
Yeah.
I want
06.
like a red one or a blue one. Those are the American colors, red or
Yeah.
blue.
And white.
Just fucking
But I guess you're the
gun
white,
metal.
so.
Or get a white one, wrap it in an
Sure.
American flag.
Fuck it.
Is that the ZR1?
That's just a C5, like a base model Corvette.
Oh, that's the one you thought the other one was yesterday. No, what did
This
you
is a
think that one was?
1997. I thought that one was a ZR1.
That's what I was
Because
saying.
it said Z51 on the side of it, which just means it has the ZR1 suspension, but not the engine. But yeah, it was cool looking. Thought about stealing it, didn't. I like cars.
I know you do. I like it. Bro, you're making me starting to like cars I won't like. Because I do like seeing the drift videos.
He
and
was
shit
getting
now.
into Formula Drift a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
I caught it. Every once in a while
Oh,
he had to
yeah.
go wander and reset his little ADHD brain, but he would come back and be like, oh shit. Especially when Adam tossed it onto the wall like that, you're like, God damn. No, you're like, that's our boy.
I would walk up on the bottom ledge and watch a little bit too.
But
That's where you were at the time?
Yeah, I was just wandering over
It
there.
sounds
and-
awesome, and it smells it smells like freedom.
Mhm.
It's loud as shit. It's resonating off the bleachers. And if it's like the last, like, if a lead and chase has been done, it's the final round basically in the round. Like, there's a lead and then there's a chase for each car.
Yeah.
So if the lead run for the one car is done, and then they do the chase run, that's like the last
chance
lap.
run?
They'll like just keep drifting around. Like they'll go through the finish line and then it's up on the bank and they'll just like keep flooring it and just keep it pinned. I'm gonna try and find a video.
Of the Formula Drift?
Yeah.
I recorded one.
I recorded a bunch.
I'm gonna show him the one I recorded. I showed the podcast already. It's not very good, Blair, because I didn't know I was gonna record it.
Yeah, it's nuts. Oh.
it's a bomb.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, oh.
Dang it.
I wonder if they can see this in there.
Looks like they can see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. That was like a mini vacation. We hadn't really had one of them.
It was fucking sick, bro.
Wow, yeah.
We should do it. I was
got a
thinking
hotel for like 3 nights. Had a fucking pool.
I was thinking the entire time we should do that more often.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily more often because it was
like break
it
the bank
hurt
more
us a
often,
little bit,
like,
but
yeah. It was tough because like I had to keep like a good majority of a paycheck until like a Thursday to pay for like the day before payday when usually you're the brokest of broke.
Yeah.
So to pay for the fucking hotel. So I was
Shit.
like, damn, I was scrapping Venmo money together and shit. I was like, what do I have? It's like, all right, I can pay for lunch today and then do this and this.
I sold all my stocks again because I was like, I don't want Chance to pay for everything. Because Chance really, he's a good ass motherfucker. Is this? Oh shit. When I'm like down bad and out of shit, like Chance is always there to help me, and that's why I don't like asking the motherfucker for help because until I'm like suffering, like I'd rather declare bankruptcy than fucking have Chance help me. Like
Is that weed?
just anybody
This is
helping
not-
me.
This is weed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just feel bad when I have to have like
Bottom
Chance
pops on.
like help me with shit. Is that a Zin on that board over there?
We did. That's sick.
Yeah, you know what? That was there before I even moved here. That's been on there since Waukesha. I just refused to move it.
That is a good fucking.
Yeah, me and my sister painted that. Illuminati pyramid. Thanks, Dottie.
Actions getting through the Fox Gate. There's glyphosate in the water. And the Clinton is eating babies.
I saw some cool bikes when I went to that concert because the concert. I went to a concert thing with my dad and his girlfriend.
Was that like a fair?
Yeah, it was like a small fair.
Yeah.
They had a couple food trucks there and then a band. That's
Yeah.
about it. But it was at the Harley Davidson shop
Davidson.
in Davidson.
Davidson.
David
You gonna
Shin.
scribe shit on a stick.
And then we went into the shop, we went into the shop, and they had a bunch of new bikes in there, and 3 of them were 2024s, bro, in the Harley Davidsons. They were kind of cool as fuck because they were slick like a sports bike, but they were like Harley Davidson still style, but then they had these fat ass exhausts on them. Bro, I wanted one, but they were like 24 grand. I'm like, yay!
The Harley Davidson Museum is in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is where Harley Davidson started. Yeah, I should take you there sometime. I don't know why I've never done that.
I've been there a few times.
My parents have a zip line in their backyard. He didn't ride it. Came all the way to, well, it was a pretty plug move because they got a car, and I was like,
I was terrified.
We can go get the car like tonight if you're down, but we got to take your truck because the Volkswagen's not going to make it. And he was like, all right. So he was a down-ass fool, but then he left at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
5,
Yeah, so he didn't get to do anything with my family. We ate dinner, and that was all they got of you.
That's why I drink. That's why I drank at Formula Drift, bro, because if I have to be in a social function, this shit just lubes me up a little bit, and I can be more free. It's hard. My brain is like grinding gears.
You got an autism block, yeah.
It's like my truck with no oil, basically. That's what my brain is, and I don't want to rely on alcohol. That's why I'm trying to get better. But this shit's just such a helpful tool, and then I'm not addicted. But goddamn, my brain's like, this would help a fucking lot. So, and you know it's easy. You just drink a little bit. It's just I always go overboard. That's what my problem is caused by.
Fortunately, yes.
And then I need to shut the fuck up. Listen, everybody, I'm done talking about it because I need to figure it out for myself. But I just talked about it because I have problems. He has problems. He has problems. I have problems. We all have problems. And we're figuring it out. And that's the moral of the story.
Who isn't?
What do you think your biggest problem is, Blair? Like self-inflicted.
Just getting too much pussy all the time.
Actually, I'll say it first. That way you guys...
Let me go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Think about it.
I think my biggest default of care... That's what... Okay, before I say that, Bridget Fedesi, her podcast, she asks every guest at the end of her podcast, what's your greatest asset of character and what's your biggest defect of character. So that's where I'm getting this from. But I think my biggest defect of character is... I don't think I listen enough sometimes because my brain's always on a different wave. I guess I don't know. I don't listen sometimes. Alcohol can be a problem. I got a lot of defects. It's hard to say.
What's your greatest? What do
you think?
Greatest attribute.
I love people. I love everybody.
God damn it, that was gonna be mine, you piece of shit.
Hey, it can be yours still, but I just... My dad said it today, too. The reason I say that is because my dad said it to me today because I told him if I crashed into somebody drunk driving, I don't think I could forgive myself. And he's like, yeah, because you are. And I was like, I love people too much. He's like, yes, exactly.
You're an empathetic person.
Yeah.
It's the indomitable human spirit. And that shit.
I care too much, man. Yeah. I could fuck myself up fine, but I don't want to hurt anybody else. And that's why another reason I don't like asking you for things and I don't like getting anything from anybody because it's like it feels like I'm taking resources from other people and I'm like they could have used those resources. So I'm like, fuck. And then
easy to give it, hard to receive it.
Exactly.
What do you think about yours?
Yeah, it's similar to that. Like I give easily too much to people emotionally and physically, and then it easily is reciprocated in a negative way towards myself.
Yeah, kind of shoot yourself in the foot with it.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, damn. I think I'm pretty mean to myself a lot, and I got to work on that. And yeah, I like helping people. Any way I can, I'll help you out.
I feel like it's not many people today. Like
it's getting rare.
There's people who want to help for sure. Like
I was gonna say the same thing. About what? It's funny. Your defect of character
is what?
You're too mean to yourself.
I know.
I think and this isn't like a diss on you or nothing, but I think sometimes you're so mean to yourself that it comes out on other people. Because
I do project. That's what really fucks me up is when I'm like mad at myself.
Yeah, that's the reason that's the reason you're so outright because you're just like I'm gonna tell this person how it is because I do the same thing like
Because I'm always telling myself how it is. I'm being wrong with myself. That's the way
I'm like I don't like that this person's fat and I make fun of them because I used to be fat and I know it's unhealthy. You do it to the extent where you're like externalizing it. You're like, God damn, if I did this shit, bro, I would fucking hate myself. So you better fucking get your shit together. No, it's not a bad thing because I think people need to hear
I do it in rude ways though, and that's what makes me.
I don't know if it is a rude way though. You're just
sometimes
direct.
it is rude. Yeah, whether I'm correct or not, I don't. It's like you said with your dad, how you used to communicate with him. You don't have to say it like the way you're saying it.
Yeah,
I have to say it sometimes. sometimes, like the way I say it.
But I do like the way you say it to me, because it does hurt my feelings
It's unfiltered,
sometimes.
so I'm not adding garbage to the sentence to make you feel less upset about it. Which is sometimes the problem and sometimes, like, the cure.
It does hurt my feelings sometimes just because I'm a sensitive person. You're a sensitive person, too. I don't know how you are. I'm a pretty sensitive person for a man, but
I'm a mama's boy.
like I just have these like weird things in my head. Like if he gets mad at me, I'm like, oh, Chance fucking hates me. It's all done.
Yeah.
I'm
Sometimes
gonna have to
he's
move
like,
out, sleep on the street.
Sometimes he's like, I wasn't gonna tell you this because I didn't want you to get mad, and then he'll say it's like some low key shit I don't give a fuck about.
I borrowed a cigarette from you this morning.
I'm like, oh, all right.
It's just because I don't want to be mad
about that.
But I do like when you tell me things because I think about it. Even if like I do get mad and my butt hurt about it, like I get soft sometimes, but I do think about it, and I'm like, all right, let's evaluate this.
There's certain things I'll tell him, like 3 months ago, and then like randomly one day he'll be like, dude, I did this thing that you were talking about, and thank you, brother. And I'm like, wait,
I feel
what?
like
Yeah.
with ADHD, like as you're talking,
It just is
you
like, yeah.
lose that. Let me think about what I'm saying.
You
before I
get
say
put in the queue.
process
You got like
it.
a million tabs that are like you're gonna go one by one
Well,
and
see,
click through these, and then I'm all the way.
That's
over
why I
here.
use these substances because they can help me select certain ideas. Like I was walking through the woods and I had ideas popping up, and I was picking certain ideas, like that giant idea. I'm like, let's think about this. Another idea I told Chance is I often feel lonely. Like I don't know, do you feel that way sometimes? Like it's just a lonely existence. Like especially without like a girlfriend or something. Like it's cool to have that. Like we don't need it, but it's cool to have. But I was realizing while I was walking through the woods, like my niece told me one day while she was chirping at the birds that the birds are talking back to her, right?
Chirping like, hey, you fucking.
Well,
ugly
she was
bird.
like, yeah, she was whistling at him.
Chirping is like talking shit.
Oh, yeah. She was whistling at him, and she's like, the birds are talking back to me. And I always thought that they were talking back to me, too, because I'm weird and I do the same thing. Even now, I'll whistle at the birds, and that's where the idea came from, actually, is because I was whistling at the birds. I was like, woo! But then...
whistle.
But then I realized that it's not that they're whistling back at you, because if you don't do anything, they're still going to whistle at each other. You're just joining a greater, like, expand. It's like joining AA or something. You're joining a group. It's not a human group, but you're joining a group, and you are now part of a collective, and so you're not alone anymore. Mm-hmm. So and it's the same with grass. It can be as simple as grass, because grass is a part of nature, and there's like living organisms in there. It's living itself, like it's a plant, and so you're never really alone until you're in this like kind of environment where we've boxed ourselves in, and now we've got like this wood table. This is like a dead tree. We've got like dead nature around us. To be like, not to be depressing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like dead nature everywhere. That's fossil fuels. It's plastic.
Technically, they're glasses.
We're nature encapsulated in non-nature. Yeah.
Glass is sand.
Oh yeah.
They just heat sand. It's kind of crazy. What was the main point of all that, though? Oh yeah, like that. Oh yeah, I picked that idea too. Alone. Yeah, I remember. But so I can pick certain ideas if I'm in certain mindsets, and that's what I use substances for, because I know where I should be, and I'm like, this is not it, and that's why I get so frustrated. It's like not having my glasses, or like my ear being clogged with pool water. He knows when my senses get fucked up, I get like hissy and shit.
We went to first night we got to the hotel. We went swimming, and then he had pool water in his ear for like 3 hours. He was tweaking nonstop.
It's because I know I'm supposed to hear a certain way.
Sorry, bro, my ear's fucked up. I got fucking water.
I can't live like that. If I know I'm supposed to hear this way and I'm not hearing that way, then I'm pissed off. Exactly, and that's how I am with my thoughts. Yep. I know I'm supposed to be thinking a certain way, and if it's not smooth and it's like clunky, or sometimes I'm like thinking so much, like racing thoughts. I'm like, what about this? Yeah, it's just so much energy. It's so much energy to control. It's wild. I think ADHD is like, it's a mechanism to help. I think it can help you if you wire it correctly, because you can hyper focus on certain things. Like that's why I know so much, is because the things that interest me, I fucking am so interested in. But then, like, certain things like cars, when Chance first tried to introduce cars to me, I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I was like, fuck, what are you talking about? Fuck this.
You're
and then he kept fucking bringing them up. He loves cars. And then I'd get super stoned, and I'd be like, oh my god, look how excited this guy is about
we would
cars.
both get stoned. I'd turn on like a Formula Drift video, and I'd be like, yo, oh my god.
Bro, I remember the first ever video. You turned on a fucking motorcycle going like 300 miles an hour down the
whatever that
interstate.
ghost guy is in Europe.
Oh,
yes.
I forgot what his full name is. And then the Swedish guy that runs from the cops all the time. I turned like both of those on.
Now he's stoned as fuck watching the TV.
It's like 160 mile an hour wheelies in between cars while running from the police. And it's like helmet cam. It's Knight Rider and whatever the ghost guy is.
Yeah.
And dude, it's like helmet cam of just like
fucking nuts.
Cars. Yeah, and
ask him. Sometimes I lock either
he
my attention
into that one, and he was like,
either my attention is locked the fuck in, and I'm not doing anything else but watching what the fuck he put on, or I'm like picking up my phone. I'm like twitching. I'm doing this.
Benjamin,
I'm doing that.
clean dishes, phone, music, outside cigarette. Benjamin.
I'm bouncing around.
He's asking me a random question, but he's mumbling and not enunciating. So I'm like,
huh? That's why I got muscular too, is because I bounce around the gym. Like at the corner of my eye today, I seen a lady. Like she saw me. Like I was pulling the fucking curl chair all the way over to a different area, and it was hard, so it was like skipping across the floor and shit. Is like. And I got it to where I wanted to, and then I started bouncing around to the weights, to the fucking clips. Then I was boom, 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 and she was. I could see out of the corner of my eye. She's like, "What the fuck is this guy doing? Looks like some witchcraft."
She was looking at you like you were looking at those Puerto Ricans doing the fucking CrossFit.
Bro, what do you think about CrossFit? What the fuck do you think about CrossFit? That shit pisses me off.
It pisses you off about CrossFit. Who cares?
It's just so obnoxious the way people do it. Because first of all, I just learned about CrossFit.
When you finish, then I'll give you my point to what Chance just said.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so I should say this. I just learned about CrossFit like 3 days ago from Chance Nielsen.
Because he was talking about people doing shit in the gym, and I was like, oh yeah, they're doing CrossFit.
Yeah, but I heard about it from a chick, and first of all, I think they have big egos. Second of all, they are obnoxiously loud. Like, the first 2 experiences I've had of CrossFit in my gym, because I didn't know what they were doing at first. This black guy comes in all the time. I'm not racist, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not racist. But we got this Puerto Rican dudes and this Mexican encounter, or this black encounter. This black encounter, I see this guy a lot, and he's always like fucking being extra. I shouldn't overgeneralize. Sometimes he's just riding the bike or doing some shit, but sometimes he'll be like, you know that one exercise where you like
cleans,
and you lift it above your head?
Yeah, clean and jerk.
What the fuck? You do that?
I've heard of it. I've done it before.
But do you do it regularly?
Not anymore. No.
I don't think there's a point to that. That's gonna fuck you up.
I think the press part is the bad part.
Just all of it.
This is traps. When you do get it up, that's good. But when
okay,
you're
hold on.
Shit, you're just doing like a crazy shoulder press.
Can you hear me still?
No, yeah. You've been yelling the whole time.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question? Do you have to keep your back like stable? Like you're like.
I mean,
I guess kind of.
Well, how do you? Okay,
it's a
legs.
Deadlift. It's a deadlift up, and then as you come up to your thighs, you fucking against your thighs and catch it underneath.
You gotta practice like each
this.
movement before you put them all together. Like you gotta get good at shoulder presses with the fucking bench, and then you gotta get good at deadlift and hangs, like cleans.
Cleans is fucking you catch it like this,
and then you push it up.
Yep, and then you press.
So you can do hang, clean, go back to hang. Like you don't have to put it down. You can just like up, down.
Okay, see, and you said he has to practice each movement before doing it all together.
You should.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But okay, so this guy, he throws probably puts at least 340 or 2 or 345s on each side, probably 2, and then he fucking does it. He fucking tosses it. Yeah, I think he does 2, but he throws it. This dude's skinny as fuck. Like he doesn't have any muscle or nothing. Like that's why I said I don't know what it's doing for him, because he's skinny as hell, and it's like he's got pretty muscular arms, but that's not from that shit, because you're just fucking But and then I saw these Puerto Rican dudes. They grab these dumbbells that nobody touches. Like they're big ass dumbbells. Like who the fuck needs that? And then he was like, 2 reps, and then he's like, boom, and threw them on the ground. I had my earbuds in full fucking blast, and I still heard it like I didn't have anything. the fuck? I kept getting scared. Maybe that's why I'm so mad, because they scare the shit out of me.
They're
but
messing with your tism. And
I
you're
mean,
like,
I understand that. My thing was, like, you remember Salto from high school?
is that the gym coach?
Yeah, the old...
I remember him, but I'm
Weight
like,
room
just from
coach.
like stories and shit. I was
Yeah.
never in that. You know how I was in
Yeah.
high school. I was never doing shit like that.
But he has his own gym, the CrossFit Chiron, or whatever, with his brother.
I'm sure if you... Okay.
They're prior Olympic guys.
That's what I want to say. I'm sure if you do CrossFit right, like, I don't know what it is exactly. I'm not educated in that.
Yeah.
it's a good workout, but there's just like weird people that do it for
It's-
reasons that
From
don't
my
make
understanding,
Egoic
it's
reasons, I
fast
feel
heart
like.
rate, just continuous
Yeah.
movement.
The biggest gripe I have with CrossFit are those fucking pull-ups they do.
The muscle ups?
Yeah, like the mermaid flap.
They were doing those too. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like, what I'm thinking when I'm in there is like, I want to be muscular so I don't fucking die at like fucking 60.
Yeah.
I just want to fucking last a long time. That's why I'm building my body up, because if I make myself healthy, then my brain and my body will last longer.
Right.
And that's why I don't understand this shit, is because they're in there for like what? You're not going to be in a bodybuilding competition. You're not going to be doing anything like special. You're just here like especially in Forest City, Iowa. Like, and I'm not dogging on these people, because like it's pretty impressive some of the things they can do. I can't do those things. I've never tried. But it doesn't seem necessary to me. And that's my point. And I've never seen real CrossFit. Like, I've never been to a CrossFit gym or something. Maybe they are doing it different, but like, I just see exercising for longevity. I don't understand why we're trying to... I mean, I guess it's kind of cool to see like a bodybuilder or something. Yeah.
It's their hobby.
Yeah.
I think CrossFit's more of like endurance exercises. And
It's addicting. It's definitely addicting to work out and shit. You get addicted to it?
For sure.
I didn't want to go today because I felt like shit when I was driving back. For some reason I was sad. I think it was because I was leaving Mason. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I fucked up. Like, I feel like I did something fucked up when I leave Mason. I don't know why. When I disappoint people, I feel like I destroyed everything.
You don't disappoint anybody.
Well, Tony and Thomas, I usually stay with them for like... That's why I stay with them for so long, because I love being there and I love them, and I'm like, alright, I'm going to sit here for a long time. But, like, when I leave early or have to go somewhere, I'm like... Plus, I want to see the kids, man. I made a rule not to drink in front of the kids anymore, because... I don't want to say that. I want to tell you guys, but it's kind of private.
Yeah.
It's just
You just
kid
don't
shit.
want to be known as that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be like... I don't want them to think it's okay to do that kind of stuff, because it's not really okay to be drinking this much. I mean, it's fine to have a few drinks and shit and fuck around with the homies, but most of the time, and Chance knows this, I drink by myself. And I have a good time most of the time, and that's why I do it. But some of the times, I get a little too fucked up, and then my decisions are questionable.
There's never like a half drink that happens. He's using all of it. He could be blackout if he's got half of a 32 ouncer left. He's finishing the 32.
I've definitely noticed the color difference in our whiskey. And
He's
spreads.
heavy. Yeah.
I didn't want to mix yours like
You're
mine.
okay. I just
He's like, I'm gonna have 2 drinks, but let me pour 3 shots.
I'm going to have 3 drinks.
You told me not to let you have 2
drinks.
You told me.
I know I told you that. I know what I said.
Listen.
I know what I said. Chance Nielsen, let me have one more drink.
Let me read it. Let me read it.
Don't let me negotiate. I know.
You said absolutely no matter how much I protest, do not let me have any more than 2.
Alright. Let's
2.5.
let's come to a middle ground.
Why are you negotiating, fucker? You're the one who put this out for me.
I know.
I'm following your instructions.
Listen, it's 6:40. Okay, you're right. Alright. Everybody, Chance Nielsen's right. Chance Nielsen's right. I don't need it anymore because I gotta wake up early, go to the gym, and then I want to do a nature hike, so I gotta fucking get it together.
It's nice to have a wallet. Yeah. Well, no matter how much I protest, I want you to manage my consumption.
But wait, read
He
all
doesn't
the-
give a number.
Venmo me like half tomorrow. I'll cover the other half, but make sure I only have 2, please.
Oh, there's the number.
See, alright.
Saved ones.
This is making me seem like a fucky person. Alright, I am a piece of
I
shit.
gotta call you out over camera so you figure it out, goddamn.
Yeah, I know. But let me read
Even
some-
before the podcast, I was like, you said you're only having 2 then, right? And you're like, yep.
So,
It's
let me
that alcohol
delete the
demon
message.
being like, go deeper, Tony, go
Let me delete the
Yeah.
message real quick.
It's in Blair's memories.
You're right. You guys are right. And I don't feel any ways about it.
You're a terrible person, Cody Allen.
No, I don't. I know I'm not a terrible person,
No, dude,
but
you're not.
No. The alcohol can lead me to be a terrible person.
Of course.
And I don't know if Blair knows about this, but there's been a few times where I've drinking to the point where I completely black out and I'm not there anymore, and then all my base instincts like aggression, because I'm a very angry. Naturally, I'm a very angry person. Like as a kid, I was very aggressive and angry, and then I'm like hating towards others because I've been hurt in the past by like trauma and shit, and that's gay as shit to say, and like but like I have a problem trusting people, but I've gotten better. So when my prefrontal cortex is here and my decision making part of my brain is here, I'm like, oh, this is simple, I know what I'm doing.
There was one bender where he told me that I wasn't his friend,
and I hated him. I told him I hated him.
Yeah.
And then there was another time. Oh my God!
You don't have to discuss all of these. I knew you were going to be comfortable with that one, but you don't.
I want to say one.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
I want to say one. It's the weekend before we went to Formula Drift. I had so. All right, so.
Is this the Revelation one where you were like, oh shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm gonna use a lot.
Maybe you shouldn't share this one.
I'm gonna use a couple allegedlys in there.
Well, okay.
Go.
Any human listening to this.
You know what? I'm going to tell a story about my friend Xavier Johnson III. And
nice guy.
It has nothing to do with me. All right?
He's a nice guy.
So Xavier Johnson III told me about this one story where he fucking drank a lot of he was drinking all day, drinking beer, and he was fine. He was chilling.
Right.
But then he ran out of beer, and so he started taking shots like it was beer and took like 5 double shots, which Xavier didn't know it was double shots at the time. That's what I'm saying. It's a crazy story because Xavier did not know that it was.
Xavier had beers and did not realize how big the shot glass was.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I didn't know what a shot looked like until yesterday or today. One of the two.
You mean Xavier?
I have showed you before.
You mean Xavier?
Yeah. Well, I didn't either.
Oh.
Xavier's like, God damn, look what a shot looks like, and I'm like, God damn, I didn't know. That's crazy. But
So
apparently, a shot's like this glass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's half of.
I thought it was this one.
No, that's the doubles.
Yes.
You've been taking doubles your whole life, probably.
Yes.
That's why the other night he texted me. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna have 2 Modelo's," and I asked him, and he's like, "I had 2 Modelo's, 2 shots, and 2 double shots." And I was like, "Jesus Christ."
Okay, so
I was like, "So that's 8. You had 8 of them."
Listen, all right, this story about Xavier is pretty wild. Xavier then proceeds to
get in an argument with his brother.
No. Let me tell this story, Chance. So you can help me, actually. I'm sorry. But, so Xavier...
Loud as fuck.
Xavier proceeds to... Okay, so Xavier told me that his memory blacked out at the point where he was driving drunk. And I'm like, Xavier, you were driving drunk? Are you serious? That's wild! That's fucked up, brother! And then... he told me that he went back to his
brother's house.
His brother's house, and then he tried to
Little Piggies let me in.
Hold on, yeah, exactly. And that you're right.
He's like, Little Piggies let me in, and they fucking locked him out. So he spazzed. He's like, they locked me out.
Yeah. I thought they locked me out. Yeah, I thought they locked me out because
Xavier sober Xavier would have been like, okay, my dad's house is like 3 blocks away. I'm just gonna head down to my dad's house and sleep there. But Xavier was not sober. Xavier.
Xavier, can I take over? I'm ready. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited about Xavier's story.
You go ahead, Xavier. I'm
Dab me up. Xavier's cool. I didn't do this. I would never do this. Drink and drive? Are you serious? Okay, so Xavier proceeds to go to a liquor store that's popular in a certain town. And Xavier, what's that? Oh, is that like
it's one of the compass directions.
Yeah, it's like Prime Liquor or something in Mason City, something like that. So Xavier goes to Prime Liquor. Fuck Prime. Xavier goes to Prime Liquor. That's competition to another certain liquor store, Casey's. But Prime Liquor. Okay, so Xavier goes to Prime Liquor and ends up hitting the building. And the owner of Prime Liquor's like, what the fuck, brother? You do this next time, I'm going to call the police. And I was like, wow, Xavier, you're crazy. But then Xavier's like, yeah, I can't believe I hit the building. But then Xavier drove home. And Xavier didn't know how he got home.
Xavier just woke up on the couch with his boots on.
In Mason City?
Yeah, no.
Xavier woke up.
came home, and
He lives in Forest City.
Well, yeah. I let Xavier
drove to Forest City?
Xavier drove.
Well, I let Xavier stay at our house.
Wait.
I let Xavier stay at our house.
Mid-pause.
Did
Heterosexual pause.
Yeah. Did Xavier drive from Forest City to Mason?
Mason to
Xavier drove from
Mason City to Forest City.
Okay.
Xavier drove from
Mason City to hit the building to E911 to liquor store to back to home.
I did not.
So whose house did Xavier try to get into?
I did not. Xavier tried to get into his sister's house.
Oh.
But okay, hold on. We gotta strap in because this story gets wild. I haven't unpacked it yet. I'm just telling you what Xavier thought.
Okay, right.
Xavier, he fucking got to my house because I let him sleep on this couch.
Of course.
And
that's how we learned about the story.
Xavier woke up in a coffin position. He told me, and he looked down like this. And he saw his shoes were still on his feet, and he's like, God damn, it was one of those nights. But Xavier woke up pissed as fuck. But Xavier had no recollection of what happened the night before, and he's like, why the fuck am I so goddamn mad? That's all he had to work on that morning was a feeling of anger. And so Xavier, all morning, he was pissed the fuck off. He was trying to figure out why he was mad. And he figured out he was mad at his brother-in-law for some reason. And he's like, why the fuck am I mad at this nigga? He locked me out. Xavier's brother-in-law locked him out. And then Xavier drives to his dad's house and talks to him. And then first Xavier goes to his sister's house again because he left some things there, obviously. He was fucked up.
Of course.
Yeah. And then Xavier went to his sister's house, and his sister was acting weird. Like, the doors were locked. They left his stuff in the mailbox. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, are you guys mad at me still? And so Xavier got pissed off more and fucking went to his dad's house. I'm sorry, I'm excited. I'm excited for Xavier. Xavier's a pretty fucking weird motherfucker.
He's a good storyteller.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Xavier, he fucking, what did he do? He fucking went to his dad's house, and Xavier was still trying to figure out why he was pissed the fuck off from when he woke up. And so he texts his brother, he's like, are you guys mad at me? What the fuck happened? Xavier finds out that the missing links in his memory were that he walked into his brother, he left apparently 4 or 5 times, and he went into his brother-in-law's bedroom when the baby was sleeping, and Xavier was being loud and obnoxious and yelling at everybody, and then his brother told him, he asked his brother, do you want me here? Because Xavier's got some fucking weird issues, this motherfucker. Xavier. But he's got some issues, but he's like, do you want me here?
Brother, your voice peaks every time.
I'm sorry. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. So, Xavier's like, do you want me here? And his brother-in-law says, no, as a joke. It was a joke. And Xavier took it literal because he was retarded.
Xavier absolutely
drunk. And Xavier left, and then Xavier...
It was a black encounter with Xavier.
Exactly.
Black encounters of the third kind.
And then Xavier's memory kicked back in after he had left after that, and when he was driving away, he's like, oh, I'm too fucked up to drive, I need to go back. And that's when he thought he got locked out. And then, what else had happened?
You dork spaz said, yeah, they fucking got me.
Oh my god! I just learned this today, actually, Xavier told me. Xavier's brother-in-law told him that his brother-in-law had a knife in his gut, as a joke, obviously. Well, as a semi-joke, because Xavier's brother-in-law, Xavier was pissing his brother.
You couldn't have picked an easier name to say than fucking Xavier.
It's a cool name.
It is, but
it's not. I didn't pick it. The guy's named Xavier. I don't pick this stuff.
You're right.
This is God.
I forgot about that part.
But Xavier's brother-in-law was tired of his shit because apparently Xavier, even with the knife in his gut and getting threatened to get beat up, he was saying that he was stronger than everybody and that he could beat everybody up and that the guy should stab him. Xavier didn't get stabbed, but he was telling the guy to stab him because he thought he was all hot shit. Yeah, he was telling the brother-in-law to stab him because the brother-in-law was mad and he's like, keep fucking with me. And Xavier decided to keep fucking with him. And he's like, oh, stab me, motherfucker. And that's what happened. I was surprised too. Xavier's a wild motherfucker. If I was in Xavier's brain, I'd probably seek some help and of Cheese Nielsen, probably some life advice.
So how did Xavier get to Forest City?
He drove.
He drove. But he
Interesting take.
Xavier has recently had a revelation that he should no longer have a lot of alcohol due to doing stupid shit.
Not just that, but Xavier should not drink and drive because it's not safe and you could hurt somebody. And you don't want to hurt somebody else. Xavier had a revelation.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, he told him that actually.
Yeah, I did tell
It was your one-on-one meeting?
Yeah.
Yep.
Xavier and I talk a lot. He's a pretty cool guy.
I'd like to meet him sometime.
You actually have.
He's actually Asian. He's actually Asian.
Oh.
Yeah, you
That's
remember?
why he dork spazzes a lot.
He's always talking about fucking kung pao chicken and rice and shit. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Never met Nathan. Name's Xavier.
Chance is mad at me getting loud. I get too excited.
It's just loud in the headphones. If I didn't have these, it'd be fine.
Give him the Blair. I like when Blair has them.
Pass the heads.
Don't touch the mic cord, okay? Don't touch this one. You can touch this one just fine.
I'm gonna
Bro,
touch them.
I don't know what it is about this one,
What it is?
but if you fuck with it,
The whole
it's
thing's
gonna,
cold.
yeah, it'll turn this off.
The whole
I've
thing's
found that
cold.
out the past few, and I'm like, one podcast went by myself, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking touch it. I know it's gonna fuck up, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna move it slightly to the side, and then it fucked up
I watched the video too.
because then I gotta put it in an editor.
Fuck, you can read his lips. He's like, fuck. I
Listen,
fucked up.
yes, because I want to fucking do this shit without editing because I like
Editing.
it. I like all of it. I don't care. I like
All
the
of it.
silence. I like all of it
Right.
because it's like part of it. Like we're having a normal conversation.
Gotta let the brain
And so
think, you know?
exactly. And so when it cuts out, I gotta fucking piece these two together, and it looks like I'm cutting some shit out, and I'm like, God damn. Are you going pee-pee?
I'm gonna make poo-poo stinky now. Thanks, Dad.
What do you think about Cheese Nielsen while he's gone? Should we talk
Cheese,
shit about him?
yeah. Cheese is pretty cheesing, you know?
He's a fucking cool ass dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's one of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in my goddamn life.
Get off. Oh, shit.
I jerk his little knee off.
Oh, fuck.
He
Rub it.
rubs my
I like while your knees got all bones in it.
So do you fellas dream?
We dream.
Do you?
What do you dream about?
I don't. Recently.
Really?
Recently I've not been. Or at least I don't
Recently,
remember it at all.
I've had a headache for like 3
Might be
days.
because of like lack of sleep, but
Can I tell you guys something?
sure.
Cause I gotta ask because I don't want it to seem like I'm talking about myself from what he said. But I had a conversation with my dad about this today, and he looked at me like I was weird. And I don't know if this is normal or not, but this is how my brain works. So, the reason I wake up so fucking pissed off in the morning is because an alarm disrupts the dream I'm having. Like, I have this crazy world. Like, it's crazy. It's like a rocket ship. Like, you're going in the atmosphere. You could travel to any planet you want. I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter the dream. You could do whatever the fuck you want. It's crazy. It's different from
You got
reality.
real mad at me one time from waking you up.
Bro.
But you were late for work. I
Yeah.
woke you up from a good-ass dream, and you're like, the fuck? And then I was
You woke me
I was
up.
like, you're 18 minutes late. And you're like, fuck, why didn't you say that earlier?
Yes, he woke me up being nice, and I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. You should have woke me up. That's what I wasn't thinking
Well,
that,
like,
but I
I
was
was
so
ready, and I
mad.
could tell he was taking his sweet time, and I was like, you know what time it is? And you're like, no. I was like, it's 6:18.
You're like, come on,
He's gotta clock in
man.
at 5:55. And you're like, well, you should have said that earlier. And I just boots fucking and then out of the door.
Yeah, every time I wake up, I'm pissed just because my dream's disrupted. But so if I close my eyes, like I wake up, I have an alarm set at 5 o'clock, and I wake up.
Yeah.
So I wake up from a dream pretty pissed off that I'm waking up, right? And I'm like, fuck this shit, 20 more minutes. At first, it started 10 more minutes. Well, it started 5, and then I'm like, let's see what 10 feels like.
You
And then
just
I
dosing it
pushed
up.
it to 20, so now it's at 20.
Now he's got 35 minutes to get into work.
No,
basically.
well, I got 10 to leave. Because I leave at 5:30 and I wake up at 5:20.
Damn.
But
so
that's
you're like-
all I need. That's really all I need.
That's crazy. I need like an hour.
Well,
to
okay, it's
process.
kind of
Yeah,
stressful.
an
It's
hour.
kind of stressful because I'm moving quick.
That's what
But
I'm
my
saying.
brain needs that in the morning because I'm always fucking hyped up
You gotta,
anyway.
like kickstart your engine.
Yes. But so what was I talking about?
Some
Dreams.
shit.
Okay, yes. So my first alarm's at 5 o'clock, and then my second alarm's at 5:20 now. And so I close my eyes again. I can immediately start dreaming again. Like I'm not the same dream, but I'm in a different dream now. And like I've done it at work. Like sometimes I got a table that raises up and down at work for my boxes I build for like welding shit, and I lay on this table sometimes. I put it down and lay on it.
Yeah.
And if I cover my eyes and it's dark with my eyes, I start like imagining other worlds and shit. And it's kind of crazy because when I was a kid, I didn't think my imagination worked. Like, I thought it was broken. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't picture shit in my head like normal people. But if I close my eyes and, like, it's pitch black, my brain starts putting all these weird things in my head. Well, and I told my dad about that, and he thought I was weird. So that's my main point.
Kind of where I'm at now. I daydream more than I, like, night dream.
So do you, like, see images, or what are you talking about? What does that mean to you?
I'll just stare off, and, like, whenever I'm staring, it's like a 10,000-yard stare is what I call it. Fucking, I just kind of go off into fucking my own little zone, but in that zone, I'm fucking thinking about shit, and pictures pop up in my head, but at night, it's black. I don't know. It's weird to explain.
Yeah. You can get, like, if you got, like, a journal you're not using, and you, like, dedicate it to a dream journal, sometimes that can, like, kickstart them. Like, if you're consciously like, all right, if I have a dream, I'm going to write it down, then it kind of tricks your brain into having one. It worked for me for a while. And then if you write them down, too, then you can remember them. Yeah. Then you can figure out what they mean.
You guys keep talking. I got to do something.
I ran out of stuff. I don't want to talk anymore.
What's this book? Growing Gourmet and Medical Mushrooms.
I need to read it again.
By Paul Stanley.
I realized today walking through the woods I need to read it again.
Bunch of nerd-ass, dork-ass.
Bro, there's a lot of fucking scientific and, like, jargon. I learned about a moo, and he knew about it. He knew about it because of acid. Like Chance never did acid or nothing, but
that was like episode 2.
a moo is micrograms. Okay. That's what a measure. It's a moo is another measurement.
Yeah, you asked me and somebody else, and
I asked you, and I asked another guy, Young Shaggy, because Young Shaggy's never done acid either, but he's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy. Are you guys going to Ritter's thing?
What's that?
Fucking big ass party in Charles City. Shaggy's fucking band is going to be there. Group is going to be there.
He has a band?
Not band, but his group, the Playboy Posse or whatever they're... Yeah, Playboy Posse.
I didn't even know about that. I knew he was working with a group of, like, artists and shit.
Yeah, all those guys. I think their group's called Playboy Posse, P-L-E-Y-B-O-Y or some... I'm pretty sure it's that.
Damn.
But yeah, they're going to be out there fucking as a vendor.
What the?
But it's like a...
as a vendor?
Yeah.
For doing, they were performing.
Yeah, they're doing a performance there, but like, it's their. I don't know how to explain it.
Sorry, cheese.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking
mate.
about. You're pouring another one?
Yes.
Guys, I've officially failed in my mission.
Shit.
Actually, you failed in your own mission. You've let yourself down.
Hey, let's play rock paper
That's
scissors.
because it's Saturday fucking
Jesus
night.
Christ.
Ready? Rock paper scissors.
Chance, look at Venmo. I know. Jesus Christ is right, and that's why I look at Venmo.
Fuck.
I sent your money back.
Fuck!
Chance!
He's voted off the island.
I didn't get a rose.
Cody!
I sent your money back. Because me and Blair drank a lot of this bottle already.
Cabazin.
Oh, yes, that.
Por favor. When'd you get the Dale Jr. fucking jersey?
My girl got me that.
Really?
She's a dope ass person, dude.
Hell yes. That's sick.
Tell him about her. Tell him about her.
I only wear it. I did tell him about her.
She's a good motherfucker.
It's a 4X. I only wear it when I'm hammered.
Hell yeah.
Blair, listen. I don't like women normally, but she's an alright guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Slider says Playboy.
He is a real Playboy. Did he circumcise it yet?
No. What's that mean?
That means the little safety thing's on.
Where's the safety thing?
That's this metal tab here. You don't need that shit. Where's my knife?
Some bitch. I didn't know there was a fucking condom.
I was kind of low-key thinking we could break this pod into 2 parts.
Probably could.
I got a J.
It's fucking,
I got a J out there.
6?
How long is this?
It's 7:05, gang.
This one is already an hour and 13. So this should be part number 1.
Part 1!
Part 1.
Episode
should I turn it off before Cody gets to bitching?
Oh, fuck, that's hot.
Should I turn it off before he gets bitching?
I don't know.
I'm gonna do it, and we're just gonna tell him to go outside. Ooh,
okay.
Shit. Where'd my mouse go? Oh.
See ya!
Oh, you.
And we're back.
Guys, we had a fucking awesome smoke break. Woo. Tell them about S-Town, please.
S-Town.
Yes.
It's really good. It's this podcast. It's like 7 episodes. Each one's an hour. My mom recommended it to me like 3 years ago or something. Hella long. This reporter from some fucking news radio or something.
Probably ABC.
Something like that. He investigates shit that people write to him for. So, like, this guy was writing, like, there's a murder that this town covered up, and I live in a shit town in Alabama. Like, they would definitely be the town that's corrupt with all this crap that's happening here. Like, you should investigate this. Got him on the phone, all this shit. He's investigating this murder. That's, like, episode 1 and 2 is, like, him investigating this murder, and then there's, like, 5 more episodes. So you're like, where the fuck is this going? Investigating this murder, he, like, you know, goes through libraries and shit, finds the clues and whatnot. Figures out, like, finds the murderer. Murderer's like, yeah, it was self-defense. Like, this kid slit my friend's throat. Like, I had to put him out. And then they find the dude that they think is dead, and he's not dead. He just moved. So the murder was never covered up and never happened. So then he's like, all right, I got to report to John and everything. He tells John B. McLemore is the guy that reached out.
Okay.
This weird,
Cool redneck dude, genius.
Crazy, weird dude out in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. Uses coordinates for his address.
Good trigonometry, geometry. He's a fucking genius.
Right.
Works
Clockmaker.
Yeah, like one of the world-renowned like clockmakers. Like people from he spent time in Europe studying them. People from all over the world. Like they can't figure out like priceless ancient clocks. Like he rebuilt one that was rapidly disassembled and hidden among Jewish bodies in World War II. Yeah, he put one of those together.
By memory.
Yeah, like yeah, so people come to him, work on clocks. He's got like 160 acres. He's got a rose maze, all this crazy shit. Dude's telling him, you know, murder didn't happen. John's reaching out for a bunch of shit, and then episode 2 ends, and it's like, basically, like John has this weird apprentice guy, and his mom called him, and he's like, hey, she calls the reporter guy that came down there in the first place. Yeah. It's like, hey, has anybody called you? And he's like, no, why? She's like, John B. McLemore killed himself last night, and they're like, oh shit, like, you know, it's a heavy tone, and now you see where the other 5 episodes are going.
Yeah.
So, John B. McLemore is like a really rich guy, son of like a crazy rich banker dude that started the town, and got an inheritance from him, played the stock market, and like quadrupled his money or something.
Shit.
No bank accounts. One bank account, $96 in it, tons of gold, silver, and shit, but he hid like all of it. He's got like sketchy relatives and shit that are like trying to take all the shit and whatnot. You find out that like John B. had this list of people to call when he died, and he called the county clerk.
I completely forgot about that part. I didn't talk about it.
He called the town clerk as he was he killed himself on the phone with her. He was like, no, just listen to what I want you to do after I die. I'm killing myself right now. Like, listen, he took cyanide and killed himself. Yeah, so he gave her this list of like all these numbers and names to call to inform them, and she only reached out to one, which were these sketchy relatives that wanted like this gold and shit. And that's like a whole different investigation under this. And then this reporter guy gets a hold of that list and starts going through it, and some of them it's the first time they're hearing about him dying, because she never reached out to like any of these people. And then the other ones have been like told, but like a week after the funeral, like way later than they should have been, and it was only a voicemail at like a weird hour at the night.
Interesting.
So he's telling all these people. One guy has like a museum of clocks John built.
Yeah.
Other people are like crying.
I didn't talk about that
he's like a weird bisexual dude in like the middle of Alabama. So he's got like this one guy that like still thinks about him and loves him and whatnot. And then his apprentice dude like runs his tattoo shop, and John was like the source of their income. He hated tattoos, like he despised them.
Yeah.
And then he would conveniently timed to when this apprentice ran this tattoo shop and also helped John around his house. He embodied everything John hated about shit town and was trying to fix. You don't really find that out until the end when you put everything together. But John hated tattoos and would talk about it, but conveniently whenever they had a crazy bill coming up, like rent or the electricity and whatnot, he would go in and get like a shit ton of tattoos and pay them like thousands
covered
of
up
dollars.
Perfectly by his t-shirt. You wouldn't have been able to see him.
Only under the t-shirt.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he hid it from everybody, and he used to like go there, and then they eventually called it church, and it was basically just pain therapy for John. Like some sort of mad scientist genius this guy was. God, that's a lot off the top of my head. I don't know how much more I can do, but it's called S-Town.
But then
it's really good.
You described it. I gotta say, I described it on the last podcast called Clock Man. Go watch that shit. I'm not plugging myself. I think it's okay.
How dare you?
But You explained a lot better than I did and remembered a lot more details than I had.
I've listened to it like 5 times.
Yeah,
it's one I
re-listened
re-listened
to a lot more than I
There's
had.
not a lot of podcasts I'm like, that was so good, I gotta go back and experience again. For real, we listened to it on our way back from Formula Drift, because we had just enough time to listen to like the full thing, because it's like 5-6 hours total or something like that. For real, I was like tearing up. This shit is sad. Like, if you really listen to it,
it grabs you.
It gets you. It pulls on your heartstrings pretty good. But S-Town, it's like 7 episodes. Please go listen to it.
Yeah, well,
like,
what I said in the last podcast is the main reason. Okay, so this guy was crazy. The reason he killed himself was because he's battling depression all the time. Like killing himself.
Well, and you find out later he does this thing called fire gilding, which is melting gold in mercury and painting clocks with it. And he used to do that in his fucking garage and inhaled mercury all the time. So he has crazy mercury poisoning, and mercury poisoning makes you unable to feel joy and happiness. Like it literally turns that center of the brain off. Yeah, it's Mad Hatter's disease. Like the real thing is what that is.
I didn't know it was real either until he told me.
They reveal that like at the very end. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
like it's so good. Dude.
He said Mad Hatter's when we were listening to it, and I'm like, I was thinking of the cat from fucking Alice in Wonderland. I'm like,
shit,
Mad Hatter. Yeah, because I'm like, I didn't know that was a real thing, and then they started talking about it on the thing. It causes like not hallucinations maybe, but it causes you to like lose control of your emotions. It causes like a lot of shit.
With insomnia, with like insane depression. You're literally unable to feel joy and happiness and enjoy life. It makes you insane. Like it drives you crazy. And then the way John would do it, he would fixate on this town. It's like shit town. That's why it's called S-Town, the podcast. It's because it's just a shitty town. Like there is like fuck things going. Like the biggest industry in the town is the K3 lumber, because all the kids are KKK. Like it's Kendall Cooley and like Cody or something like that. Like it's KKK. Like it's K3.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but
and the dude is like a white Southern dude. All his kids are like rednecks. Like,
talk about
vibes off of him, like
his like fixation on pain. Like I forgot to talk about in the last one too.
So on the back, like, on John. So John's whole front half was like tattooed up. Towards the end, when he was getting like really depressed and shit, he was going through like pain therapy where he just like repeatedly pierces nipples and shit at the tattoo shop because they do that, so he'd be able to pay their bills.
The next day,
pay Tyler his apprentice guy. And like the final one that they really did.
Or he tattoo back over his tattoos.
Yeah, like literally just to hurt himself, basically.
Yeah.
So it was self-harm, but you had to do it to him.
Yeah,
you couldn't really see it. Yeah.
He got into this story about how a slave was treated back in the, good old days.
Oh, I forgot about this story, bro. I'm so glad you're bringing it up.
Yeah, so he got like obsessed with that. Like he went into a manic thing about that and was like, "God damn, we're terrible ass humans. Like we don't deserve anything because we did this and that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I want to experience the pain because the dude, it's the one with all the whip marks on his back. You've probably seen the picture. It's a lot of history books, but it's the one with all the whip marks on the back." So we made Tyler and this other tattoo guy go out in the forest, grab a branch and literally whack him with the branch until it left like lesions, and then they tattooed them, like permanently on him. Yeah.
Damn.
And that was like the last tattoo Tyler did on him.
Crazy.
The night he killed himself, he wanted Tyler to pierce his nipples again. It was like their Father's Day, basically. It was the day after Father's Day, but Tyler was mad at him on Father's Day.
Yeah.
And then came on Monday to hang out with him. And they like did all this cool shit. Like they were like, "Oh, we're gonna mow the grass," but they actually went like fishing.
Oh my god, bro!
They spray painted their names on the bridge and shit, and then like
That's it.
Yeah, you find a picture of them.
Have you ever looked up pictures?
Yeah. I've listened to it 5 times. I know what I'm talking about.
Let me look at the front real quick. It's not a very good picture.
Show them, brother.
Alright. I want to show Blair and I'm going to show the camera too. This is the whippings. Like, that's with the stick.
Yeah.
He had... you explained it, but I'm going to explain it again. Because it's fucking insane.
Yeah, like when you see it in the history books.
He had them whip him with a stick.
And tattoo over it.
Right after.
Yes. Like
right after. The wounds didn't heal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to yell. Yeah. The wounds did not heal from the fucking sticks. He fucking tattooed
if you look
over
up, I can't remember what the slave's name. I can't remember what the slave's name is, but you can find the picture of the actual slave because there is a picture of the slave. That's how John figured out about it, and it's like that, but like it's the real version.
Have you ever watched
Is the red ink, or is that just...
That's where he got whipped with the stick.
And they inked over it in red.
They inked over it in red?
Yeah, to make the scars stick out.
I was wondering, because that doesn't look like normal scars.
Yeah.
That's fucking
okay, did you hit
crazy.
You understand what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
He tattooed on the scars.
You gotta show the camera before we get too far away.
Yeah.
Here, I can pass it over to you.
That's crazy.
He got whipped with the stick. Not even a few. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chance, but not even a few hours after. It was minutes. Yes.
Yeah. They whipped him.
After they whipped him, they tattooed those whip marks.
Jesus.
And then they called it church. This was his pain therapy. They called it church. He would be like, "Hey, can we get a church session?" And he started getting addicted to it at the end.
I'm so glad you're here, Chance.
Like it went from like once a month being like, "All right, pierce my nipples, I'll pay your bills and whatnot," to like it was getting to every day. He was like, "Can you do something for me? Like, can we get a church session?" He was going deeper and deeper into like the Mad Hatterness of the shit. Like he's getting insane.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. I don't re-listen to like jack shit on podcasts. This is one like I was so glad that I thought of it on our way back from St. Louis. I was like, oh shit,
That's perfect.
this is
Yeah,
the
you have
perfect
6 hours.
time. Yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know if it was last podcast or 2 podcasts ago with me. We talked about Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was another meeting.
Oh really?
Like very recently.
Oh damn.
It almost makes me wonder if it has any connection with the fucking Trump stuff.
I think it is like BlackRock elites that make the like Vanguard.
I'm sorry
It's
to
the
interrupt
most
you guys.
elite males of.
Yeah.
I'm good right now.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but do you know what it's called? Like the clock that has the mercury burned, like what
Fire
is-
gilding.
Fire gilding. Okay. Because I want to look. I tried to look up a picture on the last one. I showed a picture
Fire
to the
gilding
camera,
clocks.
and I think I got the wrong picture.
Fire
I don't
gilding,
think I got
fire
the
gilding
right.
clocks. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You guys keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bohemian.
They had
It's
another
like a
one.
full meeting too. Like not even just an empty.
What year did Alex do it?
Oh my God!
Well, the last podcast.
Because if it was like 07 or something, the housing
Ryan,
crisis.
well, Ryan Garcia just did it in our last
That guy always claims some shit though. I don't know.
the videos.
Yeah. He made a video like he went there?
There was
Okay.
I don't know if it was him or if it was somebody else, but there was videos from at least a year ago in 2023 where they were. It was just empty then.
Yeah. I remember watching those ones.
Guys!
Yeah,
Pumping out the
'cause-
river and
yeah.
shit. Like, yeah, it's
Look at
beautiful.
how beautiful that
It is
thing is.
crazy.
It's beautiful madness. The podcast is literally like this.
Can you
is
show
a-
that to the camera?
It's a beautiful.
That's what I meant when I said
Yeah.
that this is what he was building. This is what I meant. I showed
This
the
is
wrong
like the
fucking
embodiment
clock.
of John B. McLemore.
That-
It's a
I
beautiful
showed-
thing, but it's
yes.
like madness because you have to melt mercury to get
I
it.
showed the wrong clock. He fucking would take it out into the woods. You mix mercury with
He did that
gold.
one time, but he'd also do it in his garage where
Yes,
it's
yes.
enclosed and then get way
Jesus,
more
and
poison
hail
from
the
it.
But essentially, you
Yeah.
mix mercury with gold, and then you put the mercury gold
And
mixture
you gotta do it like
on
this.
the
Like,
clock.
you gotta like go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit's on
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
Did you
Flame
tell him
it
about the
around.
dime?
Yeah, like that's like in the first episode. The first time the reporter goes to his house, like doesn't even know. First off, he gets there and the dude doesn't say like, "Hey, how are you doing?" or nothing. He's like he
Kinda
the
like
reporter
me.
gets there and he's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey, I was just going around the back. I gotta let the dog." Like he just starts like as if they already knew each other.
De-escalating it.
Yeah, basically. And he's there with Tyler. And Tyler's like sharpening a chainsaw or something, and John's like sitting around, and it's his clock workshop, like old as shit. So he's like, "What the fuck? Well, this like, what are you doing?" He's like, "I build clocks and whatnot. I do this crazy shit." He puts a dime into like potassium cyanide and some other crazy shit, which is later how he killed himself.
Really?
He puts one of Brian's dimes, or a dime he had, into it. Puts electricity through it. I don't think it turns it gold, but it like gold plated. It looks gold.
Yeah,
And
it
he gives it to him, and it's like motherfucking gold plated down, and that's one of my favorite parts because that's like his souvenir he got from
crazy.
John B.
What he meant by that, he eventually got killed by it, is he drank cyanide. He
Yeah.
mixed a few things together, and he drank potassium cyanide, which is cyanide.
It's sad.
It's like, and
He did it over the phone, so like when the reporter is talking to the town lady that he did it to over the phone, she recounts it in like perfect detail, and she's like,
And
"Yeah."
she's like, he was saying, it's burning, it's burning.
"Oh, how
it was
bad the pain
horrific,
was
bro.
and how it hurt."
Crazy.
And
Yes.
then I just heard it. I heard the screen door open. And I heard.
Sorry
it
to give you some depressing
No,
shit,
no,
Blair,
it's fucking-
goddamn.
It's really. It's like
hard.
That's
it's
kinda
inspiring
crazy.
for the beauty of life because you're like,
Yeah.
damn.
Bro, I've been
You're
thinking
so
about
sad.
him. It's been a week since
That's
we
why
went
I
to
re-listen
Missouri.
to it because when you listen to it, you think about it for like a
Yeah,
week. You're
We
like,
should
listen
listen
to
to
it.
Well, I'll listen to it again on Monday.
It's really good.
Is it on Spotify?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we listen to it. S-Town. It should be like
probably
roses
Apple
and a
Music,
clock
huh?
gear. Like the thing should be like kind of yellowish, like the thumb.
I was saying on the last podcast that you told me about it. That's why I said
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're here because you recounted it so
It's really
fucking
good.
much better than I
And
did.
that was a lot of spoilers, but it's so good. I feel like you still like you're gonna be happy
No,
once
I'll
you
get
get
into
to
it.
them.
Bro, I
Because
always-
there's so much shit in the middle that it's so it's
Right.
made
It's
so
thick.
good.
It's like a thick ass Latina woman, and it's got so much packed in the goddamn trunk. But what I wanted to say is, Chance, I feel like a baby until you're here.
Yeah,
Because Chance, like, I need a little bit of structure in my life, and at work I have structure because I'm supposed to do these certain things, and yeah, I fuck around a lot.
How old are you, Blair?
21.
Okay. When I see Cody a lot, I see myself as like 19, 20-year-old. So I'm like, I know what I can do to help you right now because I've been you.
I do a lot of the same things that he was doing at this age.
Yeah.
Well, is it
Sometimes
the same age?
he's too hard on himself for that.
Is it the same age? Were
Yeah,
you
they
doing
went
the
out-
same thing?
I was just getting out of it like now.
That's what I'm doing.
Right?
Holy shit,
You're
bro.
21?
Yeah, I'll be 22 in September.
Yeah, same.
That's what I'm doing, bro.
Okay.
15th.
18th. Holy shit. We should celebrate the same weekend.
Fuck yeah. Might as well.
Hell yeah.
We should celebrate in between that.
No. I don't
Celebrate
like
on like September 1st for my birthday.
This motherfucker's gonna
and
be
your-
21 on fucking Friday, dude.
Damn.
Be a grown man
He's
now.
gonna fully
apparently.
embrace his alcoholism
Dude,
on
I was
Friday.
No, I'm not.
What?
Listen,
What number is that, huh?
3.
Yeah.
And
what
that's
the fuck?
fine because look, I haven't drank
it's
it all
not
yet.
fine because you told me not
Look
to
at
let
this
you
color
have these.
difference.
I understand that.
That's
Listen,
wild, chap. There you said the color different. One is piss and one is dehydrated.
listen. I got water with my I drank all my water with my dehydrated piss, but
I don't know if that evens it out, guy.
That doesn't make it less alcohol. That just makes it more water.
I agreed with myself. I've got certain rules for drinking now.
Yeah.
That's what I've established for myself.
No driving.
Because, yes, no driving.
Because of Xavier.
No drinking by myself. Yeah, Xavier fucked
He's
me
a
up.
guy. Fucking
Also, I want to say this because I didn't say this. Xavier's dad's girlfriend had told him the morning that he told his dad about all this fucked up shit that he did the night before, that her nephew had gone to, he's fighting a case right now and he lost
For
25 years in prison. Listen, hold
Holy
on.
shit.
Yes, you're
He
right.
killed
Yes,
somebody?
you're right. Yes, you're right. But yes. But listen. Okay. I'm sorry. It's fucking crazy.
Don't
And
let me
I
spit
want to
it
make
out,
sure
man.
I get it right. I'm sorry.
I know
That's
you're
why I'm
ready.
thinking. I want to make sure. Yes, I understand. It's taking a long time. I just need to make sure I get it right. But so he's drinking one night at the bar. He leaves. He's trying to get home. This motorcyclist ran a red light, and he nicked the motorcyclist on the back end, and the motorcyclist fell and died. But because he had some alcohol,
It was his fault.
it was his fault. He's serving 25 years. She was telling me this the morning that Xavier had told me the
'cause
same
you,
story.
You texted me
Yes.
all of this. You were like, bro. or
Xavier
texted me all of this.
Well, I texted you
texted me
that
this because
Xavier.
told me.
Yeah. Xavier's a wild motherfucker.
Xavier is
Crazy
unconscious being. A being of pure impulses and no decision-making skills.
There was
Xavier gets angry at people for no reason, and I don't like Xavier when he's like that.
I think it was a couple weeks ago. It was either a guy or a girl was driving an SUV in Mason and hit a bicyclist. Killed her.
Oh my God! What are we doing?
Yeah. Chance was telling me that he knows some undisclosed person that drives Corvettes past.
Knock it off, faggot.
I'm saying it's an
You just red
undisclosed
bombed him.
person. I'm saying it's
If they listen to this, they're gonna know.
no, because
We just rev bombed them.
you know a lot of people with Corvettes.
We just rev bombed them.
He's a car guy. He knows a lot of
Listen,
yeah,
I'll
of
say it
course.
because it was my experience. We just drove past some bikers, rev bombed them, peeled out a little bit.
It was his
And
friend.
the guy was like, no. And my friend was like, I shouldn't do that, but it is fun. I do like it.
He said, brother.
His friend's awesome.
It's a good friend.
He's a smart ass dude. Probably the smartest motherfucker we've ever met.
I don't know. My mom is probably smarter than he is, which is scary.
Your mom's a smart ass motherfucker, bro.
She's the sugar mommy of the house.
I had minimal interactions with her, but that's why I was so fucking
She's reading
scared,
you the
bro.
whole
Because
time.
you had told me about them before I met them, and then I was meeting them. I'm like, holy shit! I'm in the presence of super intelligence. I'm like, I need to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning
feel
so I
like
can get
we're
the
hyping
fuck
them.
home.
I can't tell if we're hyping them up or not. I feel like we're hyping them up. They are smart.
We definitely hype them up, but they
They're
hype
really smart.
themselves up,
Yeah.
bro. They came from nothing.
They made it.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You know how like all these famous people who come from nothing, like they're famous, they're celebrities, all this shit.
My mom and dad are both from like here. My
Exactly.
Dad, my dad was born
It's
in
the
Florida.
same story without all the fame. They got the money, but they got the fame.
Yeah.
Or they got the money, but they don't have the
My mom
fame.
joined the military at 17 and then went to Creighton, like the medical college, right after that. Had me during that time, took care of me during that time, got her doctorate, met my dad during all of this, and then like moved us all out of like a house way down on like the northwest side of Forest City to fucking a hotel room in Monroe as she had like a really important interview. I remember the day she got the job, we were like, holy shit. Then we went house shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Like immediately looked at 3 houses, and then I was like, I really like this one. They were like, we like this one too, and it was out in the woods and shit. We had hella yard. Fucking got the house, bro. I remember being like, yeah, we had like a family hug in the car. It was pretty dope.
Thank you, bro.
Because I felt they were like, holy shit, we made it. Like they did the American dream.
Yeah.
They pulled through.
So wait. Let's slow down a little bit. Where did you live before that?
I've showed you that White
We've
House.
You
done
lived
his
in
life
Forest
story.
City?
We've done his life story before.
So hold on. I know.
2009, I moved.
Yeah.
So this is when all this happened?
So I was 7.
This is when all this happened?
Well, no, like my mom joined the military at 17, so that would have been 1997.
No, obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But like when you guys were like, oh shit, we
It
made
was
it.
like 2009, 2010. Yeah.
And that's when you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
the first night I slept in a sleeping bag in my room.
See, you
The
told me
curtains
all-
the curtains are still in my room at that house. The red blackout curtains. They're like pink faded now, but they're the same ones.
Bro, you told me all this, but I didn't put in. You know how like you get told shit, but you don't put it in like a timeline perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what like I'm doing right
finally
now.
figured it out.
Yeah, you're
It
crazy.
was like. And I
That
was
would be
like, "Man, where
such
are we
an
going?"
awesome
We lived at
moment.
the American, and that's where Emily works now. Is the hotel we lived at.
Imagine having. Oh my god, have you ever had that moment with your parents where you're like you made it?
Yeah, we like hugged in the car.
I've never had that moment.
like,
That'd be
dope.
so crazy to have.
We were just driving
We
down the
opened
road.
up 2 businesses in Mason. That was a huge experience for us.
Yeah, I forgot you guys.
That
own
is the
those
indomitable
businesses.
human spirit.
How come you left the
fuck yeah.
businesses you guys own? That's kind of like,
I
isn't it
didn't
like the best
leave.
thing you
I
want?
still help out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
That's
you
what
just
I've been
don't get
doing
paid,
now
or
is-
what? Do you get paid?
Yeah.
Child labor?
Not if the IRS is watching, you don't. Yeah. We're gonna write a check out to Bliss Fan.
Listen, the IRS fucking loses like $2 billion a year, and they're like, "Oops, these daisies,
fuck
where did that go?"
That's the number they tell you they lose.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, $2 billion? That's nothing. That's like $2."
What will they tolerate us fucking up? Probably like $2 billion. We
Yeah,
sent 42 to
no shit.
Ukraine, so $2 billion should be able to fly under the
That's
radar.
fine.
Let's do 6, but not tell them about it. Let's say $2 billion. And then we hire 80,000 more employees.
Who was that?
That was Biden.
No, yeah. Somebody was trying to tell me that you. Somebody.
Xavier's stepbrother.
Xavier's stepbrother was trying to tell me. His name is fucking Tamara.
You choose the worst names.
It's Tamara
I
because
guess, yeah, you didn't choose him.
Cause I said
like,
I don't want to like not reveal her.
Hawk.
I don't want to reveal it.
Some Xavier watching this is gonna be like, "Is this motherfucker talking about me?"
Lying on my name.
So two truths.
I don't even remember what I was talking
Tomorrow.
about. But what
Xavier's stepbrother told Xavier something. That's where you were going. I have no idea. But
Tomorrow, just kind of.
But what were we talking about before that?
Shit.
Yeah,
I've been watching WNBA recently.
Really?
I gotta come clean. I fuck with the WNBA now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Theo was saying that.
White.
Theo was saying that.
Clark's
Caitlin
ass to
Clark,
fucking the
The All-Star
WNBA.
team with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese beat the Olympic women.
Listen, I want to say something right now.
No!
I'm not saying you share.
Hey!
I'm not saying you share the same view as Theo, but I like that Theo was saying. So you know Theo Vaughn. I'm gonna say what Theo said. He fucking said that it's a different feeling when a man is watching WNBA versus a woman watching the NBA. And I'm not saying it's you, but he was saying that he gets attracted to some of these women on the court. He's like, what the fuck are these women doing?
It's like watching college ball almost.
He's saying it's different. Basically, what Theo was saying, it's not necessarily that he's a horn dog, but he's saying that it's a different feeling from watching the NBA versus WNBA.
Yeah, the NBA, I want to see like how hard someone can get absolutely posterized.
Because they can't.
But
also,
in the WNBA,
Cross, motherfucker.
in the WNBA, it's cool to like see him get a fast breakaway layup or like a steal or something because it feels like I'm not saying it feels like high school to be like derogatory, sometimes they go with the momentum. So they'll so one team will pop a shot, crazy rebound, other team's flying, pops a shot, crazy rebound. Nobody's making anything for like 4 plays basically. It's like high school, and then one of them starts going on a run.
He finished 4. I did. I want that.
Yeah, but you told me not to let you have
That's
that.
3, not 4. 3. We had 2, and then we smoked.
That's
and
like
we came
6
back
for him.
I know.
Yeah. You're at 6. You're like,
He's
don't
double
let me
everything that I'm
have
drinking.
2.
That's my
Don't let me have
problem.
2, and he pours it up to here.
That's my problem because I know I can drink a lot, but then I drink too much.
All right, you're not allowed to have any more. Otherwise,
I'm not having any more. I don't want any more. I want water right now.
Yana.
I want water and a cigarette.
You want me to get
but
I'll get you some water.
if you want to,
I'll
Chance.
get you some water, because I got to get some water.
Thank you, sir. Blair.
Yeah.
What the fuck is your problem, Blair?
What'd it do?
Let me search my memory for some stuff.
What's in the bank?
So, where do you want to get a job at then? You said you wanted to get this job at the insurance company, right?
Be the goal.
Is that like your main focus right now?
Sales in general.
Sales of what? Just anything?
Yeah.
Would you like be a realtor? Like sell houses and shit?
It'd be a little bit more of a process, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Fuck.
Do you know Brock?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say his last name.
Yeah.
But did you know about his like thing moving to Kentucky and stuff?
No. Oh God. Let me
Okay,
hear
so
this.
I added him back on Snap. You have him on Snap?
No.
Well, I added him back on Snap after a long time of having him. I don't think I ever added him actually, because I'm sorry, Brock, if you're listening. I love you, brother, but I thought you were kind of soft in high school, and I was soft, so you're soft.
Did I come back to?
Hey, I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit because I love this guy. I love his enthusiasm. I love his work ethic. I love everything he's doing.
Yeah? Jeez.
I'm just saying what I thought as a fucking little kid. I thought he was like, what the fuck's this guy doing? That's what I thought as a little kid. I was a little kid.
Okay.
But now... Okay, so I'm just going to say what I...
Yeah, go ahead.
So he told me he had this plan of becoming a rich millionaire. Within
Who doesn't?
Within 3 months.
Who doesn't?
He
You
said
do
within
cocaine
3
one time.
months.
Yeah.
And so he was going to move up to Kentucky, and I just didn't want to talk shit about this guy. That's why I'm putting so much
What are you
pretext.
talking about?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want... I'm sure you're listening. I'm sorry. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If the motherfucker is listening, he knows. That's why I'm scared. But... Okay, so he told me he was going to move up to Kentucky, make a lot of money, make millions. He was going to be a young millionaire, all this shit.
Just spray it.
And I was like, okay, if he's fucking, like, I've been looking into money for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I've told Chance this as a 7-year-old. I was thinking about making money, and what I've talked to him about recently is I think it's because my mom shows me money for love, and I was a little mommy's boy as a kid, and she'll send me like $20 every now and then. Fuck Chance. I love him, but fuck him. She'll send me like $20 every now and then. She'll send me money every now and then. It's not very often, but
He
she'll...
clutched up the other night and he was like, yo, we're getting Zins. And then he put it into his bank account that was overdrafted. And he's like, I'm just less in debt.
Thank you for the water, brother.
Yeah.
But my mom basically shows her love with money. And so I thought money was super important as a kid. And so, like, as a 7-year-old, I'm thinking, I need to get rich.
Yeah.
Like, I need to make a lot of money for people to, like, respect me and look at me as a person. Like, I need to make a lot of fucking money. And so...
I hit you in the face and fucked everything up.
I knew...
Brock.
Well, I forgot completely. Yes,
Tie
thank
back.
you.
Yeah.
I forgot completely. Yes.
What the fuck happened? You went to Kentucky or what?
Hold on.
Where are we?
I want to tell the story because we got time. We got time. We're recording the 100th episode, Chance Nielsen.
It's 100 hours.
I apologize.
We can record 100 hours of this shit. We can sleep here all night and talk on the phone. Woo! It's like a fucking late night conversation with your ex bitch. Okay, calm down. All right. Anyway, I knew that I've been looking at money for a long time, and I knew that there's no get rich with. I'm sorry, lady.
Scheme.
Exactly. There's no get rich quick scheme. You got to work your fucking ass off for money. There's no matter what you're doing, you got to work your fucking ass off. And so I knew this motherfucker was like, I don't know what you're... I like what you're saying. I like that you're saying you're going to make millions, and I'm going to watch what you're doing. But I don't believe in it. But I told him, I gave him words of encouragement.
Right.
Like, I'm like, oh, bro, I hope you do this shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if I'm
no,
touching you
you're
and
fine.
shit. I'm like, I like what you're doing, bro. I like what you're doing, all this shit. Thank you. And so he moved to Kentucky for a week. He wanted to be a
He
door.
actually moved?
Yes, he did. He wanted to be a door-to-door salesman.
Oof.
And he said
Join
he
the
knocked.
pyramid scheme.
Listen, hold on.
Damn.
But I don't think he was being truthful with me on this point. But what he told me was he knocked on 5,000 doors and only got.
No, he didn't.
5,000?
That's what he told me.
Have you
What
been doing
the
it
hell?
That's like 3 towns.
He got a few responses, is what he said, and so he moved back here because he's like, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Responses.
But what I think,
on them.
what I thought
What was
at
he
that-
selling?
I don't remember. But what he told me, and when he told me that, what I thought immediately was that, listen, if you want to move down there and be a door-to-door salesman, you need to knock on every fucking door you see. I don't give a fuck if, like, the door, I don't care if it's a hood neighborhood, I don't care if you're like, I don't care what the fuck the neighborhood looks like, knock on that fucking door. You're broke as fuck, you're in
Door-to-door
Kentucky,
sales
you
is-
grew up somewhere else, you need to make fucking money, and you think this is gonna get you out of poverty. You need to fucking do it. Like, what are we talking about?
Door-to-door
And he
sales.
wasn't willing to do that, is my point. And that's why I was saying all that pretext, because I don't want to talk shit about the dude. 'Cause that's what that was
That's what
what
6 drinks will do to a motherfucker, dude.
I can't talk sometimes, but that was what was in my brain when he was telling me that, and that's why I put all that pretext, because I didn't want to talk shit about the guy.
I mean, like, door-to-door sales is...
It's a goated job.
Well, it's in the name. Like, door-to-door sales is the 1099 position, completely
It's your job. You have
commission-based.
to do it.
You have to go door-to-door to sell.
Yeah.
That is the only way you make money. You're not given a base pay of $1,000, $1,500 a week or every 2 weeks.
No.
You're your own boss on a 1099.
It's kind of like how my dad did construction. He
Yeah.
operated on cash only. He didn't have any credit cards. He didn't have any credit score before. Okay, I told Chance this, and I'm not dissing on my dad, but my dad's got a little bit of credit card debt. He's got a credit card debt. But before, back in the day when I was a kid, he operated on only cash. He had a business for 20 years. He did construction. I knew when this motherfucker got paid. I thought, and this, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I thought we were fucking rich as a kid.
Yeah, because
I thought we were loaded because
fluxes of being like.
yes, every time my dad got a haircut, he had the sunglasses up. I could there was a certain physique that my dad would present
It's a poise.
when he had money and he got paid, and so I'm like, and he would get paid in cash, so he would have this envelope fat ass money because he was a construction worker, so he had this fat ass cash envelope, and I'm like, holy fuck, we got money. So on my birthdays when he got paid, I'd get a bike or something, I'd get this, I get that. I'm like, holy shit, I got money. But then I at one point I thought he had offshore accounts. I thought he was that kind of loaded.
Walter White.
And when I told him about that, he laughed in my face. He's like, "Oh, where? If I had this kind of money, I'd fucking spend it on the house and shit." My dad's fucking Slovakian. He's funny. I love that man.
He
but
is a beast.
He does operate on credit cards a lot now, which I understand because
Fuck it.
you don't have money. None of us have fucking money. Do you have money? I don't have money. He doesn't have money. Obviously, we have money lying around. If we want to go get a pop or something, we can get a pop or something. But at the same time, if we want...
You can't buy a new car right now.
That's what I was going to say.
Or a
You want to
house,
get a new car? Exactly. House?
You shouldn't probably get a house right now. Although Forest City does beat the national average on housing by 60% or something like that. Housing prices.
Yeah.
Average house price is $400,000, but around here it's $100,000.
I can't believe... I'm sorry to say this on the podcast, but I found out about it on the podcast, Chance Nielsen. I can't believe you were going to move to Wisconsin and not fucking tell me.
Definitely was going to tell you.
Are you going to move to Wisconsin? I knew you would have told me, but I can't believe you haven't told me yet.
I just have been thinking about it for 2 days, brother. You haven't been home for one of those days.
Yeah, I know. I'm not blaming you or
you.
dissing on you or nothing. I'm
He
just
said,
saying
"Fuck you."
that
Let's see
because
that.
I learned about it.
Not to the same spot, but get a house up there.
Yeah, live in the basement.
Yeah. Live
Where
in
do you...
that
Hold on. Where do you... I'm sorry. I don't want to, disclude you, Blair. I'm sorry, but Actually, let's include Blair because he wants to move into like a 3-person podcast type house. Are you still down for that?
I'm living with my girl.
Be down.
You're living with your girl.
Yeah, most likely.
I'm not living there.
I could probably chip in for rent, but
Just because I have weird things in my brain.
Yeah, no.
And I don't want to be around.
No offense. But
yeah, that's why. And I completely understand. Like, around women, I get weird. Like, when she was here last time, I got
That
weird.
was one of the Bender ones.
And it's not like sexual or horny weird, because it's his
It's
girl.
just vibe weird.
Yeah, it's like I'm disrupting the sequence of what's going on.
He was
It's
drunk
because
in the morning and she started cleaning shit up and he's like, what the fuck are you cleaning?
But then I noticed that she had cleaned later on, and I'm like, did you clean? Oh my god, hell yeah!
Yeah, once he
like
gets sober.
that's what I'm saying. I get weird as fuck around, like, just because like my mom was weird, and the first girl I dated was weird. I get weird around women, like that's why. Like
That Walmart girl was a little weird too. Something was up with her.
the one that I fucked around with. Oh, that was a different type of situation.
That was Xavier.
It was a couple Walmart girls. Yeah, it was Xavier. Exactly.
Xavier, you sinful bastard.
Shit.
If you move up to Wisconsin with a girl, I probably won't move up there. I'll probably get a house by myself down in Mason with a dog. Because that's kind of life
I'm. I'm just saying, there's more shit up there. Like you could definitely find a.
I know, but I don't need more
you could find
shit.
a welding union and make like 72.
I understand that there's more opportunities, but what I think is there's also more opportunities of spending that money.
That's true.
That's what I think about
Shit's more
because
expensive. You basically just
from my upbringing and shit, I'm not very good with money, and you know that. I'm not fucking great. I'm just now learning how to manage that shit, and that's why I said I'm just now, like what Chance was at this age. I'm just now learning all this shit, and I need to, like, a place. That's why I like Forest City, because there's nothing fucking here. There's Taco Jerry's and fucking Casey's. That's basically it. Sid's maybe if it's open. But, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing really.
Yeah.
So, like,
The Bip.
that's why I said when I go to Mason, whoo, I got a fucking Culver's, I got a Wendy's, I got a McDonald's, I got a fucking Taco Tico, I got a fucking Applebee's, I got all this shit. I'm
Prime
like,
Liquor.
what the fuck? I got Northside, fucking Prime.
Yeah.
I don't go to Northside because I'm not 21.
Oh shit.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I don't go to Northside because I'm not 21, but Prime definitely sells to me. So if any police officers are going to any liquor store, go to Prime Liquor, and
Northside's got it wrapped up now.
I will probably be there to watch somewhere in the vicinity. I will probably be
You'll
there.
be lurking.
I'll be lurking. Yes. I'll watch from somewhere, and I will probably not be in black Honda Accord.
Nope.
I won't be in that vehicle, so don't look for it. You gotta
Exactly.
lead them on a chase. I don't know who owns a Honda
Yeah,
Accord,
you
but I'm
fuck around,
sorry.
got that
Goddamn, I love you boys.
I love you too, buddy.
Bro, I know I thanked you guys at the beginning, but I seriously want to thank you guys for being here.
Dude, fuck yeah.
When I do this shit by myself, I can do it, but it's only like certain amount of times. Like I decide when I'm gonna do it. It's like a morning thought, basically.
Right.
I told him the other day, like I was thinking about. I took the chicken out in the morning because I was already thinking about what we're gonna eat at night. Like
I was like,
I
damn,
think
you're
I'm-
fat as fuck.
Yeah, I'm always like in the future. I don't think in the past much, but I'm always in the future, and so I do shit, and I'm just thankful you guys are here with me because you guys don't have to be here because by myself I can do it, but I can't release as many if you guys aren't here because talking to you guys, I got your mind, and I got my own mind, and then we got fucking this microphone. I'm not gonna say what other substance is besides this microphone, but we got this microphone, and then it's just easier because that's why it takes me so long. I put podcasts out sometimes when they're due because I have a thing in my mind that I gotta release a podcast every week, at least one a week. It's not like a specific day. It's just like, okay, it's this week. I haven't released a podcast. I'm sorry I'm talking so much.
It's like sometimes a Wednesday or Thursday. If he commits to one and then it's like, nah, fuck it, I can't do it. I want to go somewhere. Then it's the next day.
Yeah.
My main point is I'm thankful for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
thankful for you, G.
Absolutely.
I love you guys.
I love you too, man.
So you guys don't have to be here. You made the time out of your schedule to be here, and I appreciate that
You
shit.
don't got to be here either. and
Within
you're-
that,
you're-
feeling you don't live, like, in the past or the present, do you feel like you live less in the present.
Yeah, he's.
I live too much in the future.
Yeah, I've talked to him about this. He fucks himself.
In the now.
No, he plans ahead, but like not really. He plans ahead for like the day and never like the week. So he fucks himself like long term. And since he's planning for everything, like the next hour, basically, everything that's in the present is just in the next hour to him. So he doesn't give a fuck about anything. Yeah.
Like I've been planning for this all day. I woke up.
I came home and he was being fucking weird. Because he's like, I don't want to talk about anything because I don't want to let anything out on the podcast. So he doesn't fucking talk. I brought home a guitar. I'm holding it like, and
I walked right past him to a chair in the garage.
I was like, all right.
I'm like, I gotta get this chair out.
Did you look at it? You see it?
I saw it.
Chance has cool. I want to talk about that too. Chance has a fucking guitar. I need to get this off. It's distracting.
I'll get you off.
I'm sorry, computer.
Computer that we're fucking recording on.
The watch is fucking distracting.
That's true.
Yeah. You ever have an Apple Watch or something?
Yeah.
They're distracting as fuck, aren't they?
They are. Normally a silent mine. I'm just fucking if I need to check it.
I don't have an amp or nothing.
Can you plug what's the end of the cord? An aux cord?
Yeah, you can. There's an aux cord.
Can you still hear?
Yeah.
It's
Nope, not anymore.
Okay.
6.5 liter.
This thing's still on.
You're gonna plug that in?
Yes. I want to hear Chance Nielsen special.
Oh, dude, I can't play with the shit.
I know you can't, but
Hopefully they can still hear us.
they can probably.
Okay.
It's still
Should be
on.
able to.
Just don't touch this cord. That's why I was saying it earlier. As long as we don't touch this cord, we're chilling.
We're good.
Because even if you just like poke it, it fucking fucks up. And I'm like, what the fuck,
I'm not gonna be able to
dude?
tell because sometimes the headphones don't play right.
Let me see that aux cord.
It's
Sorry,
only 3
Blair.
feet long, so be careful.
You good?
I don't know if it's on. Oh, it's in phones, not aux. Hold on. I'm not sure if it'll work or not.
I got
I'm
it.
holding this guitar backwards.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
This might be loud. I don't know. Maybe I should turn the volume down.
All right.
I have no idea if it's going. Or not.
Sounds all right.
It seems tuned. I forgot the pick over there.
This is the part I'm going to listen to, by the way,
Yeah.
when I decide if this podcast is good or
When you
not.
do a light strum, it reminds me of Big Les. Yeah.
Can I strum some?
Yeah. Be careful though.
If you hold right here.
Yeah, you like change a note or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a high note. Yeah.
Sorry, ladies.
This is like the E chord apparently. And you want to hold like on the fret basically, and you play different notes. Oh, fuck.
I'm going to unplug this. Because I don't know if it's... I'm scared that it's not on. I want Blair to tell me it's on.
G-Talk! Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright.
You can hear it?
We're back.
We're so back.
Can hear the crowd again.
Hell yeah, bro.
In other words, myself.
Where are you going? Huh?
Running
Where are you
away.
going? Hold on. No, I can't allow this. Hold on.
Wait, come top mine off. I got like half Sprite left.
That's crazy. You're betraying yourself. I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, it's just me. I'm running this shit.
It's Blair Sutcliffe and nobody else.
Wait.
Aw.
Where's the Capitan?
Step on my headphones.
Can you grab the Capitan, please?
Capitan.
Not for me.
Por favor.
Stepped on my headphones, you piece of shit.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, I promise.
Big stretch.
That's my last one. Ladies and gentlemen, I just
sir.
fucking took a shot at Captain and I'm
It's
sorry.
like a 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Cody's gonna drink
Oh.
more.
I'm
You
not going
spilled
to drink
on
more,
the
but I'm
table.
glad you did that. Just because I'm glad to see Blair get the rest.
Spilt on the table.
Did you get the Venmo?
Probably. My phone's charging.
Alright, bet, brother.
That's fine.
I just want to make sure you got your money back because you didn't spend any money on this. You fucking didn't drink nothing.
Chill.
The rest of the Sprite can be yours too. I don't really
That's
care.
the rest of
That's
the
the rest of the Sprite.
Alright. Can I have a
Yep,
sip?
You sure can.
Thank you, brother.
I'm not gonna drink more.
I just wanted to try a sip of Blair's drink because I like alcohol. It's so fun. Listen, I got a really smart friend. I'm not going to say his name, but he's into stocks and shit. And he drinks a lot. And he did this fucking, I don't know if it was a marathon or what today, but he rode 41 or 2 miles on his fucking bike today.
Damn.
Isn't that insane? And he was drunk. He fucking was sipping shooters on the way there. He's like, I got 6th place behind everybody because he got 7th. And he's like, but who else was drinking shooters on this race? Nobody.
That's good.
Fucking
I'm going to ask you guys a question.
answer.
Out of every substance you've tried, like caffeine, including like energy drinks, all that shit, nicotine, all that shit, what is your favorite? I'm going to guess for chance it's ketamine. No?
No, nicotine.
Nicotine for sure?
Nicotine's probably the best one. Yeah.
Let's say either nicotine or caffeine.
Yeah.
You guys
I
think...
take caffeine pills every morning, dude. Yeah, it's got to be caffeine.
I took one of them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so fucking
Caffeine's
hyped
the
right
only
now.
Oh, you took one?
Yeah, I asked you and you're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. And then I took one and I'm like,
Bottoms up, buddy.
It's 200 milligrams.
what? You want me to
caffeine.
drink this?
You can have a drink.
You want me to
You can
drink?
split it.
Alright.
Then it's not.
I'm going to
full
drink
drink.
down to here then.
Okay.
And then you drink the rest.
Okay.
It's going to be a drunk-ass Cody pod.
Woo.
How many solos have you done drunk?
I didn't do it.
There you're fine.
Me?
Yeah.
I did a few where I was sipping on some beers that I left over from drunk nights, but I've never done a drunk solo. Because it's it would probably be impossible if I was doing a drunk solo.
Yeah, drunk solo.
You
probably.
guys help me because you guys keep me tethered.
I would say you just fucking stare at the camera.
Well, I don't even stare at the camera. I usually stare off. Like, the camera will be right here. I'll, like, stare at the posters. And that's what I was saying on the last podcast is, like, my brain has a hard time specifically picking one thing. Like, if I look like this, I see these fucking posters. I see these posters out of my peripheral. I see these ones. I don't know what they are yet, but I see them. I see Chance. I see the mic. I see Blair. I see this cup. I'm focusing on all of it. Like, that's why
He's
I told...
overstimulated. Yeah.
That's why I told you at Formula Drift I'm always overstimulated because he like and
He's like people watching. He's like, that girl down there is very lonely.
I do that.
yeah
too.
she was
Like,
lonely as hell.
She just asked her girlfriend if her armpits smelled. She just made her smell. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
You zone off and you.
But he was right.
Micro focusing.
He was right. I looked down there and I was like, oh yeah, she's not having a good time at all. She's
And this ain't to diss on you or nothing, but he got mad at me for focusing on alcohol so much at Formula Drift. But when I'm not necessarily when I'm sober. Like, if I'm sober here at
I got
home,
mad at you the one time where you yelled like,
yeah,
"Get
like
outta here,
I'm
pussy,
not
this is
saying like
Formula
you were
Drift."
mad at me
on the bleachers and it traveled. Like, hell, I watched like 3 families turn around and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
not
"Yo,
what I'm
chill."
saying. I'm not saying like you were being a dick or
No, I
nothing.
was
That's
just
why
like,
I'm
chill.
saying I'm not dissing on you or nothing.
Yeah.
He wasn't being a dick or nothing. Like, when Chance tells me things, usually I'm like, oh shit, yeah, he's right. I need to calm the fuck down. That's why I love Chance, because he's here for me. Like, before
Why don't you marry him?
I'm not gonna marry him. I'm marrying Blair. We already agreed on it. I'm gonna take one more drink. But before I had you, bro, after Maddie,
I had you.
Okay, listen. Before I had you as a homie, and I'm sorry, Maddie, if you're listening. I'm sorry, anybody if you know Maddie. Fuck you. Sorry. Sorry. This ain't a diss, but.
Ain't a diss precedes the diss.
It's
He's done this like 4 times.
okay. It is a diss. It's a diss on myself, pretty much.
It's crash out.
So when I was with Maddie, she was pretty much babysitting me. Like, that's not an over-exaggeration or nothing. She helped me get to a certain point where I could manage myself, because that's why I freaked out so much when we broke up, because I'm like, fuck, I gotta manage myself now. What the fuck? And then I was by myself, and I was freaking the fuck out, and then Chance popped into my fucking life. And that's why I'm thankful for him, is because he tells me when the fuck I'm doing stupid shit, and I didn't have anybody like that, because my dad doesn't really do that anymore. Like, he'll tell me things. I've realized, like, that's what I realized in the woods today too, was that people around me tell me things and I just don't listen. Like, you tell me things, my dad tells me, I just don't listen. And like, people care about me. I thought nobody cared about me, I'm all by myself. No, people fucking care about me. I just don't fucking listen sometimes. Am I talking too loud?
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm sorry. But then I realized at Formula Drift, okay, I didn't realize anything. But at Formula Drift, I'm a little drunk, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. At Formula Drift, I'm not saying Chance was being a dick, but he was telling me, alright, you're being a little bit too much, like, calm down, all this shit. And I'm like, I'm fine. But But then, like, I realized, oh yeah, I am.
We sat there in like weird silence, and I was like, Jesus Christ! I was like, so many people. Like, I watched 3 black dudes.
I gotta ask you a question though.
Just be like, yo.
Oh, I remember the main point, and then I gotta ask you something.
Yeah.
The main point was that's the reason I told you I'm overstimulated, is because at Formula Drift especially, bro, I'm super fucking high up.
Even when
I'm scared the fuck out of that. And then I'm looking at all these cars. I'm sorry. I'm looking at all these cars, and then in the background of those cars are fucking go-karts going.
Even when we were
and then you see these cars.
Even when we were walking in, you were like yelling to the point where I was like looking down, being like, I don't know this motherfucker. Like, he's just crazy.
Yes.
You were being loud as fuck. I got pissed.
Cody.
You guys talk for a second, because I got to think. I forgot what I was going to ask.
He's going to crash out. He's fucking...
No, I'm not. I just got to ask you something, but I forgot. Because that's why I said I got to ask you something after that, but I forgot what I was going to ask you.
If we move on, you're going to forget.
Light it with no safety.
Because you guys are moving on. I'm sitting in my own world right here. I think.
What's the difference? I don't understand.
What were you talking about before that?
To spin.
What were you talking about before that?
Are you sure?
I don't remember, dude.
Blair, what were you talking about before that?
I'm a scientist, but I don't question that. Former
I remember. So, like, I would focus on the alcohol. Like, my brain, sometimes, that's the thing about ADHD, is people think that you're just unfocused all the time. Nah, it's not that. Some things you're unfocused. The things that bore the fuck out of you, like, like, normal people, like, that uninterests me, but I have to do it, like, work and shit like that.
Fixated on the rest of it.
The rest of it, I'm like, whew, this shit interests the fuck out of me. And that's why I would, like, that's why I'm saying he wasn't a dick, but he was right, because, like, I would fixate on alcohol, because, like, when I would get there, the first day we got there, I'm like, I don't know when we're going to drink, but I know we're going to drink, and I want to drink, so I'm going to fixate on it. Yeah, and then I was thinking about it the entire time we were walking around. I couldn't, and when I fixate on things, I can't see anything else. Like, even...
It's his only concern at the time.
Yes.
So, like, after the first night when he yelled, and then I was like, yeah, I fucking turned, bud. And then he drank the rest of my alcohol after that. I said, yeah, you could drink it, but I was like, god damn. It's like, it always starts out with, like, all right, I'm just going to have this. And then it's like the rest of it.
And then...
Out. So I was like, all right, you're... Oh, fuck, how did it go? I forgot where I was at.
On the first night?
Yeah, basically the first
You're
night.
You're like, I'll let you have it, but that's a lot.
Yeah, the second,
pretty much is what you said.
And then the second night I was like, if you want to go wander, go wander.
Well,
so I was like, that's a way you could get it out without spazzing.
That's because we had a conversation. I'm like, bro, I can't just sit there. I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
But the second night... It
was pretty fun watching you come back from wandering and being like fucking 3 rows down with a cigarette, cool ass one visor, green and purple glasses, just like, what the hell? And then you're like stumbling over with like 3 things in your arm.
Oh yeah, the second night I remember what I was gonna say. The second night I was fixated on drinking, and then I don't think you were irritated with me or anything. But, like, you were like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, bro, I need to fucking drink. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Yeah.
I need an alcoholic beverage in my fucking hand. And that's just because I was fixated on it. That's what I'm saying. Is like,
we got a lemonade and immediately spiked it with some beer.
Yes.
It was the first thing we did.
Remember how confused you were?
You just started walking. And I was
yes,
like,
I started walking towards the fucking picnic benches and shit. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
And you were like, hold on. And I was like, where are we going? And you're like, just wait. I was like, what are we doing?
I was scared to admit what I was doing.
We got to the stairs for some reason, popped the top off, poor Jack Daniels. I was like, Jesus Christ, you couldn't just told me you want to go to the stairs to put Jack in the lemon?
But after that, I was fine, wasn't I?
Yeah, but it's like, that's your hyperfixation.
No.
You literally cannot communicate.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point, is that sometimes I hyperfixate on things, but then
you didn't even
when I got that thing, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I had the lemonade, and then I kept going back down for lemonades and wandering around, but then, like, I was okay.
It's crazy. It's just 3
I'm just weird.
It's like all night.
Yeah, when I'm drunk, I'm weird because I'm just wandering around. I'm like, oh, look at those fucking people down there. Or I'm horny as shit. I'm weird as shit. I'm like a child. I'm just like,
he was on the stairs watching people for like an hour before he was like, oh shit, people can. I'm right by the women's bathroom. They probably think
I'm like, the women probably think I'm looking in their bathroom. I should probably go over those other stairs. I wasn't looking in their bathroom or nothing, but then after looking, well, okay, so
Yo!
Formula Drift had all these cars and all these things they were selling and shit, and so if you stood on the balcony, you could look at, like, overhead, you could look at all these people, all these trailers, all this shit, and I was, like, fascinated, because I do the same thing at Bago. I look over all people. We're like bees, bro. We build the same shit, but we're working towards different things, but we're building the same shit is essentially what I mean. And so, I was looking at all this shit, and then I'm like, oh! I look to my right after, like, 45 minutes an hour, and I'm like, there's the woman's fucking bathroom. They might think I'm looking in there, because some women were looking at me weird, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck are they looking at me like that for? I'm like, I'm just chilling here. And then I'm like, oh shit, they probably think I'm looking at the fucking bathroom. I'm not looking at the bathroom, I'm just fucking looking at people.
Wearing a freshly cut t-shirt. Cut his sleeves off of, like, this t-shirt because he's hot. Yeah. So it's like rough scissor cuts, like all the way around.
I gotta admit to you, I was also insecure.
About what?
I don't know.
About what? Yeah.
There was a lot of sexy women around there, and I was insecure because I'm like I'm a weirdo. Yeah, so I'm like, I feel more secure if I cut my things off. So I did.
That's why.
Sometimes I feel insecure. I know.
Ego boost for my confidence. Yeah.
I gotta piss.
All right, Dottie.
It's almost 3 hours, gang.
Is it?
8:20.
Go ahead and run into that fan. You fucker, that's the only thing keeping me cold.
Shit.
Let me check how long it's been. 2:09.
It's only been 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's pretty long.
I guess we did some other.
That's pretty long.
Yeah, that's pretty long. Kind of running out of thoughts.
Yeah, me too. I'm getting exhausted.
For like a singular setting, my thought bubble is just fucking minimizing.
Yeah,
It's like,
It's a lot. That's the thing, is Cody will just keep going.
Yeah.
Eventually, you just like...
Drinking helps for him, though. Like, it
yeah.
keeps the thought bubble big, which is good for him. I mean, I'm glad that
I don't have a whole lot of thoughts when it comes to these, so sometimes Cody just takes the reins and I add off of that. But
I know, I'm glad
he says he can't do it. He's pretty good at it. It's fucking episode 100.
Yeah. Exactly. We've been
He's
doing
done
this
100 times. He's gonna get some sort of good at it.
It's been on.
If you don't like the words we've been saying on the podcast or he's been saying, you at least got to respect the commitment to be like, I'm gonna do 100 of them.
Like you've done 3 to yourself or 4?
I've probably done like 2 solo episodes.
It's crazy.
2 or 3, yeah.
98.
I suck at it. Mine are always like, oh, I'm sorry guys. Shit, I don't know.
98 or 97 episodes Cody's been a part of.
Yeah.
In
most of them.
A year.
Yeah.
And
we have like a small fraction of this pie chart that he's built. Yeah.
Almost a year and a half. Cody's done probably 80
I'm on like 5%
episodes
of them. You're on like 4% of them, and he's on 100% of them. Yeah.
Exactly. That's crazy.
They're like, like you said, 99% of them is probably him.
Yeah, 98, 99 is just, or it has Cody in it, whether or not it's by himself.
I guess it's got to be 98 or 97.
2% is just you, and then like
5%
3% is 4%. Yeah, it's all of us.
Yeah. We're getting a little tired. You got anything?
You guys hopeful for the future?
Yeah.
Like to be. I mean,
what's your guys' reasons for being hopeful?
Gotta be.
Because a lot of people are depressed nowadays. A lot of people down in the dumps. They don't know where to go. What are your guys' suggestions? Like, you guys are hopeful for the future. That's why I asked. I was thinking about it while I was pissing. I'm like, what did I ask these guys? I'm like, okay, are you guys hopeful for the future? And if you guys are, what are the reasons? Like, like, if somebody's down in the dumps and like fucking depressed as shit, don't know where to go. Like, you just had your accident, you were in your head for a lot of months, you were just sitting there, and you've had a lot of experiences yourself. What do you guys think that you guys should do?
I mean,
if you guys are, like, stuck in depression or whatever, I'm sorry.
It can always get better, it can always get worse. It's all, all dependent on your own.
And then what do you suggest that you do to get out of that? Like,
just fucking wake up. That's the first part.
Yeah,
get out of bed. It's the second part. And fucking...
What I mean by that is like action-wise. Like if you could do something like today that would help you feel better a little bit, even if it's just a tiny bit, what would you do?
It's different for everybody, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you literally just have to change something you're doing. That's
even if it's just like
every other person's going to be different.
Even if it's just like, oh, I leave my socks on the floor every day.
Yeah,
just pick these socks.
That's you changing something.
Yeah, it's a morning attitude. It's how you get out of bed. It's not you're slouching out of bed, dreading the fucking day. It's you're mindful of anything can happen today.
You gotta be grateful for shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Grateful, yeah. You
Grape.
gotta be like, I got a place to sleep, I got
Grateful.
a car.
Grateful.
Grateful.
Did I say grape?
Yeah.
You didn't. No, he didn't, but I was saying it.
Gaslight me, you son of a- Grateful.
A woman had said that to me one time, and
Grateful?
I did not like that. No, don't gaslight me.
What does that mean? Stop!
I'm not gaslighting.
Gibberish.
You guys want to end this thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're
All
wrapping
right.
up.
Episode 100.
Haunted.
Hell yes.
Chat. Leave
Good
a
night.
comment.
Guys,
Leave a comment, chat.
we love you.
Yes, not.
We would suck this camera penis if you had one.
I'm gonna attach a dildo to it just to impress Cody.
All right.
God damn it.
Peace
Where's
out,
this
suckers.
thing
It's gonna get wet one time. Fucking.
All right. We love you guys.